Hey, good morning. I got a very good copy on you. Lots of static crashes out there tonight.
Roger. You come in loud and clear now, but you was a little bit low there for a while. I thought maybe I wasn't making the trip, but you're doing good this morning.
Yeah, I was setting up my live stream. I'm going to live stream this morning. If you go to Radio Brotherhood on YouTube, you'll be able to hear yourself.
Sometimes I just seem not hear myself, but I'll write that down.
Yeah, I just started it. I've been hanging out here for a while since 2 o'clock, kind of waiting for somebody to come by. You're late.
Yeah, I slept in this morning a little bit. Didn't want to get up then, but I thought I better I got up about 2:30.
Well, it's kind of quiet. I made a few calls and got no responses, but anyway, yeah, I set up a little live stream. Kind of tested. I haven't done it in a while, so I set one up as kind of a test little template, and we'll see how it works out.
Where did you say on YouTube that would be?
My channel is called Radio Brotherhood.
Radio Brotherhood. All right. If I get a chance, if I get caught up enough, early, I'll try to get. I've only got this laptop out here, and I'm not real computer savvy on this thing, so I have trouble doing 2 or 3 things at once.
Oh, I understand that. Yeah, I got multiple systems in my shack. I got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I got 3. 2 big desktops and a couple smaller ones.
Well, I got a laptop and I got the monitor, a monitor above it that I monitor DMR on while I'm on the radio. I've got it on the dashboard, and then I got my laptop on that monitor.
Oh, Roger. Well, you know, it's kind of neat to hear your station, like. You know, on a live stream, I wish my station sounds like it does on the live stream, because, you know, it's my mic is just feeding into a mixer, so that's not really what it sounds like over the air. But all the other stations participating, they get an idea of what their station sounds like, and these are not good conditions.
No, they're not this morning. They're not. Yesterday morning I was talking with on the Insomnia group, and I guess it's about 5:15 or so. It's just like somebody turned the switch, like nobody. On one occasion, Cal was talking to Jake, or Sonny down in Upper Hill, Florida. I could hear both sides of the conversation. So when I went to go back to Sonny, just before Cal got off, it just like somebody turned the switch. I could tell Cal was still talking to him, but there was no way I could hear him.
Well, there's a lot of thunderstorms right now, you know, kind of crossing the country. I understand Texas is getting hit with a few, and I know there's a band of weather coming in from the West Coast that's going to be skimming right along the north and coming through my area. You know, South Dakota, north side of South Dakota is going to get it. So anyway, but they're not talking about any snow. They're just, you know, it's going to, oh, we got a burpee. It's going to rain. If you get a chance to look at the stream on YouTube, you'll actually get to see what I look like, because my smiling face is right there on the tube.
What part of North or South Dakota are you actually in?
I'm in the far northeast corner, right on the North Dakota border. I mean, I'm 5 miles from North Dakota.
Well, the only time I've been to South Dakota, my son-in-law was stationed out in Ellsworth, and I went out there twice for my grandson and granddaughter to graduate. They graduated high school there in South Dakota.
Yeah, Ellsworth is the west side. That's the Black Hills. That's the west side of, Ellsworth is in, I used to actually live there. Box Elder. It's called Box Elder is where they're at. And I actually used to live right there by when I lived in Rapid, I for a while there, I lived right there by the air base.
Yeah, that Fox Elder, I remember that. That was a speed trap. You better not be doing exactly speed limit or less, or you get a ticket.
Yeah, well, that's funny. Like I just recently went to Rapid. I went up there. I go up there every year in right around end of September, beginning of October, because that's when we catch all the nice sized trout. But this year when we went there, the first couple days we were there, it was 100 degrees. It was like crazy hot, and so we didn't bother to fish. A day later, it was 40 degrees. Then we started fishing, and we did really well. Brought home a lot of fish, but yeah, it's the weather out here is kind of crazy. You have 100-degree one day and be snowing the next.
Yeah, we went out there for my grandson's graduation one year, and it was bright, sunny, just it burning up out there. I was headed out in the football stadium, bad short sleeve shirts, everything. The next year, the same time of the year, we went out there for my granddaughter's graduation. I had to have it indoors because it was snowing.
Do you hear that? I think there's a guy out there singing.
Are you with me to check in for this song? Is there something now? I think somebody just playing on the radio. They trying to think it's Halloween or something. They thought they're playing Halloween. You copy it, Bill?
Well, yeah, my noise floor is like 9 tonight with all the static crashes. But yeah, I hear him. I could hear him. Sounds like he's singing a sad song, something like that.
Yeah, but the trouble is, they're not supposed to be doing any kind of singing on the radio.
Well, the last thing I'm going to do is sing. You're not going to get me singing on the radio. I don't have a singing voice. Hell, I don't have a radio voice.
Well, I definitely don't have a singing voice. I couldn't carry a tune in a bucket with a lid on it. But as far as talking now, I don't know how it sounds, but I can talk. Yeah, I can talk.
Oh, yeah. We can all talk. We got that down. Well, if you're a radio operator and you don't like to talk, you're in the wrong hobby.
Well, yeah, I did tell you what my wife said. I got back on the ham radio and started buying this equipment. She said, you're spending all that money to buy radio gear. To talk to people you've never heard of, don't talk, don't know. You go out there and you talk to them. Said you just go to Walmart, do the same thing for nothing.
Maybe it's an Indian song, kind of, you hear him?
Maybe I get tired a little bit.
Well, I got about between a 5 and a 7 on him when the static crashes calm down. But anyway, maybe it's just a spiritual time of the morning. Maybe he was just coming out of the old sweat lodge.
Yeah, a little bit too much of the spirit.
Well, I guess the aliens can listen to us, so maybe the spirits can too. Because we do send our signals up to space, and who knows who's out there laughing at us. I made a comment on my my description of the Insomnia group, I said a group. Let me see here if I'll read it. It says a group of operators who gather every night to and discuss topics from what not to do with an electric fence to rocket science.
That's the truth. We love to talk about absolutely anything and everything under the sun. Life experience. The one you're referring to there is Don KN5E. He's 83 years old.
Yep, I heard him the other night, and one night they're talking about don't be peeing on that electric fence. And another night they're talking about rocket science. But I'll tell you a funny story is walking my dog one day, and I live in a little town. The infrastructure here is not like a big city, and I'm walking my dog, and he pisses on one of the light poles. Well, they got the little junction box down on the bottom where the power comes in, and I guess it was short. And he jumped like he pissed on an electric fence.
Pretty much that's what he did. Yeah, I can imagine how I bet he didn't go back there again.
Yeah. But that didn't keep him from pissing on it again. But every time I see him go over there, I'm waiting to see that, ow, like he did the last time.
I would have thought that would have taught him a lesson not to pee on that particular one. He might have peed on a fence, but I wouldn't have thought he would have peed on that one again.
I don't know. Well, one day when we were pheasant hunting, he crawled under a barbed wire fence and to go get a bird, and the crazy dog, not only did he scratch his back, but the upper part of the fence was electric. And luckily he didn't meet that electro.
Yeah, I was raised, electric fences were everywhere when I was growing up. That was a cheap way to keep cattle and stuff in. Still had the barbed wire fence and stuff most of the tight places, but my cousin had two little, I was trying to think of the name, what type of dog were Boston Terriers. They would dig, they were diggers. Man, they would dig absolutely anything and everything under a fence. He run a electric fence right around the bottom of the thing, back in the yard. Both of them got to that place. He said, I'll turn the fence off that thing so they wouldn't go anywhere near it.
Yeah, it goes like that. Well, where I live, it's some of the fields around me have cattle in them, and some of them have, our corn and beans like that. But we got a little variety out here. We got cattle ranchers and, guys, growing crops. So this is a busy time of year around here. Well, it's harvest time, so everybody's trying to get those fields all cleaned up before the winter really hits.
That part of the world, you never know when the weather's going to hit. Let me see if I can pick George up. He may not hear me this morning, but he's in there. KN4WPH, KC4YKH. How about it, George? You there?
Good morning. KC4YKH, KC4WPH. Just got up, thought I'd see if y'all were on the air this morning.
Yeah, you pick George up at Huntsville, Alabama.
Oh yeah, I got a copy on George. He's making it out here to South Dakota this morning.
Go ahead and talk to him if you would. I can't hear him.
Hey George, you got a copy on K0SSD?
K0SSD, I hear you, yes, and I can hear Winston off and on. I know he can't hear me. I know we're running a while 100, so tell him I said good morning, and I'll stick around for a while. Y'all go ahead and talk.
Hey, Roger. Well, Winston, he says he can hear you, but I think he said he's only running 100 tonight, so yeah, you may not be able to hit him, and conditions are really not the best right now. Lot of weather and static crashes going on.
Roger, Tim. I'm getting a lot of static here also.
So, George, just for your information, I'm live streaming this group today on a channel on YouTube called Radio Brotherhood. If you went to YouTube and Radio Brotherhood channel, you will find a live stream that's going on right now, and you'll be able to maybe hear the stations you don't hear.
Roger, I'm going to that right now. It's called, give me that name again, over.
Yeah, my channel is called Radio Brotherhood, and you'll find us up there. You'll see my smiling face on the YouTube.
All right, I got somebody put a guitar.
Oh, what was that again?
I'm up here with your brother here. Find out where you're at.
Yeah, Roger. Just look under the live. There should be like a live tab, and you'll find one running live right now.
Roger.
Okay. Yeah, I just looked for it on my phone to make sure that it was actually working, but looks like it is.
Are you sitting in front of a mic with a black t-shirt on?
Well, there's a delay on the stream when you watch it on YouTube. You know, you will hear me now, and you won't hear it on the YouTube for like, I don't know, 20 seconds or so.
Roger, I got you. You are delayed, but yeah, that's me.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. Let's see. I have it set up where, I put a caption in there. A group of operators that gather every night and discuss topics from what not to do with an electric fence to rocket science. Get some good conversations in this group.
Will I be able to hear Winston on this relay? Over.
Yeah, what was that, Winston? Oh, no, I'm sorry. What was that, George?
Will I be able to hear Winston?
Well, yeah, I hear Winston pretty good. So, well, he has to come back. He hasn't come back yet.
I was trying to get on Brotherhood with my iPad. My iPad wants to keep me on TikTok, and I don't want to get on TikTok, and I'm trying to get it off for free the way I get to YouTube, but every time I punch YouTube, TikTok comes up.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, I understand that, but if you just go to YouTube, do the search, just go up to search, type in Radio Brotherhood, and there'll be a couple videos up there. I had to go down a couple, and you'll find one that's called Insomnia Group. I can't even pronounce that very well.
Contact. Good morning, Phil. KC4YCH.
WHPRB. I just wanted to say good morning.
Good morning. How you doing this morning?
I hope it don't rain till at least 5 or 6 this evening.
I certainly hear you better.
We'll get her done
on the radio.
You always send it down here because we need it.
Yeah, we need it up here. I flowed out here. They were the top. I just want to say good morning to WHPRD.
Well, I'm glad you stopped in this morning, Phil. We got Tim on here in South Dakota. We got George in Alabama. I can't hear George, but if you want to, try to pick one of them up.
This thing won't talk to North Dakota, I doubt. WHPRB.
I'm in South Dakota, but Tim, you got a copy on WHPRB?
Hey, Roger, I got a good copy on you. You're about an S9. You're getting over the static crashes.
Well, Roger, I'm about 30 miles southeast of, actually due east of Cincinnati, on the back country road, headed to work. Sounding good here in Williams Corner.
Oh, Roger. Yep, your mobile's doing really good. I run mobile also. I run a 891 and a ATOS on top of my Yukon, and I get really good results with it. I'm surprised how well that thing gets out.
Yeah, that's what this one is. It's an 891. Got a head stick.
Yeah, you took a deep fade on me there. I lost you, but I got the part about the ham stick. Now, I got a buddy, and he does that too. He also uses the ATOS, but occasionally, for other bands that the ATOS don't cover, he has ham sticks, and they work pretty well. I mean, he does really well with them. And personally, I think the ham stick will hold up better than like the ATOS because, like mine's mounted right on the center of top of my car or my vehicle, and when you get up to those high speeds, that's a pretty thick antenna. I'm waiting for it to come flying off one of these days.
The fan kind of got you that time, but yeah, I got the 80 meter stick. It's pretty tall. I got it in the truck, so it's about half as long as the car that.
Well, I'm going to let this go back to Winston, man. I'm losing you. You're kind of doing the fade on me. But conditions are just not very good today. These are terrible conditions. The weather coming in all over the place. So anyway, thank you very much. Hey, you have a great one. And safe travels, buddy. 73.
Yeah, 73. WATRBB monitoring. Go ahead, Winston.
Roger. Tim, I got that. You two up on the iPad finally. Was able to get it. Yeah, it's pretty neat listening to everybody.
So you can see me.
I can see you. Let me see that big Don up. He's out there hanging in. I don't know if he can copy for him. He talks to anybody in Texas. KN5E, you there, Don?
It's the Kilo November 5 Echo. You're about a 15 over this morning, Winston.
Roger on that, Don. You sounding good here in Montgomery, too. Don't here lately, a few days, I haven't been able to hear you.
I can hear Phil real well. I'm not sure who else was talking.
That was K0 Sierra Delta Tim in South Dakota.
Hey, Tim, can you copy Kilo November 5 Echo?
Oh, Roger, got a good copy on you. Yeah, you're getting over the static crashes. I haven't looked at my meter, but you're coming through pretty good.
About a 5.9, Tim, here in Texas. Go ahead.
Ah, Roger, yeah, you're the same. You're a little over 5.9, maybe 5 over. Sounds good. You're doing a great job.
Good. I just woke up. I've been asleep for about 10 o'clock, so I just got up. I thought I'd check in, see who was on frequency. Go ahead.
Ah, Roger. Well, we're doing a little something different tonight. I don't know. I'm live streaming the group tonight on YouTube on a channel called Radio Brotherhood. So if you want to hear what you sound like in South Dakota, look us up.
I'll do that, Tim. Thanks.
Yeah, you came up big time. You're well over in the path 5.9.
Richard, can you hear me? Kilo November 4, Whiskey Papa Alpha, Hotel. Can you hear me? Kilo November 5 Echo. Yes, no, Winston. Come back to you, Winston.
Yeah, I can't hear George as well. I don't know if he's back on the radio. He was talking to Tim out there in South Dakota. I don't know. Remember, Bill, did you talk to George?
Oh, yeah. George is listening to us on the YouTube also.
So November 5 Echo, right?
Hey, George, I'm glad I was sitting there typing in Radio Brotherhood as if I could see what it looks like on YouTube.
Yeah, I got too many things to multitask. I had it up, but I've got too many things multitasking.
Me too, Winston.
I have trouble walking. My first walking into the bubble gum.
Hey, we need to work on that, Winston.
I can use the bubble gum or I can go. My walking is getting, well, I can't really walk anymore, but it's getting better since I've had the shot. They redone my stimulator. My wife even had me on a small ladder yesterday.
Hey, Tim?
Yes, sir.
I'm on YouTube, and what do I type in? Radio Brotherhood?
Yeah, just do a search for Radio Brotherhood. And if you look, I'm not sure if the live stream will come up first, but if not, just look down a couple videos and you'll find one called Insomnia Group.
Is that one word or 2 words, Radio Brotherhood?
One word.
And make sure to try it.
We got Brother Cal in there this morning. Good morning, Cal.
Hey, good morning, Winston and the group. K4WTJ Cal here in Richmond, Virginia. How's everybody?
Morning, Cal.
I think Brother Cal, I don't know what I do. No. I almost slept in this morning. I woke up and I said, yeah, I need to get up. No, nobody wants to. But I better get up. Nobody got up.
Oh man, you know, I got up too. You know, it was kind of funny. This morning, I started sleeping. I felt like someone tapping me on the shoulder. I thought it was my wife getting me up or something, and she was sound asleep. So I guess it was the HF god that was looking over is here telling me to get up.
We had somebody this morning playing coach games, I guess, this morning. You ready to take over?
Yeah, let me go ahead and start the logging there, Winston. I'll go ahead and if you just kind of release it, then I'll go ahead and take it over. Get up.
All right, I've already seen it. We got somebody sleeping over down here.
Yeah, I can hear that. So there was some earlier interference as well, I think you said.
Man, what the heck is that?
Somebody playing games where it sounds like I couldn't find them on anything else. They just making noise on this one.
Yeah, they're broadcasting something there, so let them go. I can deal with that. So I just help myself a little bit on this side right here. So at any rate, okay, got to pull through early there. Let me reach out to Phil because he gets out of here early. Whiskey 8, Papa Romeo Bravo. Are you there, Phil?
Who is that? Yeah, we know who it is. We know what it is anyway.
Hey, roger that. Let me see if I can reach Phil since he gets out early. Whiskey 8, Papa Romeo Bravo. You there, Phil?
Hey, Tim, I hear you.
Wow. Well, you know, tonight's a special night because this is all being recorded, including the interference.
Kilo 9, Fox X-Ray Lima. Go ahead.
Being recorded, including the interference.
Roger, thanks. Name state, Kilo Tango Echo Fox Fox, KDH Main. Steel. Hi, Tim. Kilo November 5 Echo Fox X-Ray Lima. Go ahead.
The main station, please repeat your call sign. We got some interference on the frequency.
Well, we're live streaming on YouTube, so we're recording everything.
X-Ray Lima, Kilo 9, Fox X-Ray Lima, name state, Sierra Tango Echo Fox Fox, KDH Main. Over. Roger that, Steph. This is Kilo 4, Whiskey Charlie Juliet, Richmond, Virginia. Steph, I've got your call sign, but it was just showing Los Angeles, so I was double checking myself. Yeah, I guess that was an old QCH. FXL from K4WCJ. Do you copy?
Roger, again, yes. I have some bad QR Mexico here. I am currently remote via main. That's probably causing the confusion. You're 59 plus, and please repeat your call sign. I would like to log it. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I have you 59 plus 10 as well. My call sign is Kilo 4, Whiskey Charlie Juliet. My name is Cal, located in Richmond, Virginia.
Okay, 100%. Kilo 4, Whiskey Charlie Juliet. Thanks a lot, and I wish you a good day. And 73, K4WCJ, K9FXL.
Okay, Steph, you may want to hang around if you have a little while. This is a Ragtag group here. We start up about this time every morning. It's really not a net, but just a group of guys and ladies that occasionally join us, and it's just a roundtable type discussion. Like I said, we get started somewhere around 4 o'clock, and we'll roll up to about 6:30. We talk a little bit about anything and everything. We definitely keep it radio friendly, ham radio friendly, but you're more than welcome to stay in and hang in there, hang in with the group here.
Okay, thanks a lot. And yes, I will do so and may join later. Thanks and bye. DJ K960.
Roger that, Steph. Okay. Well, I'll leave you. We use NetLogger, by the way. If you're scared joining the group, you don't have to, but it just makes it easy to keep up with who's here. And I'll go ahead and keep you logged in for the moment. But I do have you logged in here. So if you want to come back, just call contact, and there'll be someone here to move you forward with the conversation there.
Contact. Okay, copied. Thanks a lot. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.
Roger that. Okay, Don, go ahead.
Hey, Cal, morning.
Good morning, Don. How are things?
Okay, good. Let's shout out at Tim for a second. Hey, Tim, Kilo, Sierra Delta, this is Kilo November 5 Echo. Do you read?
Ah, Roger, got a great copy on you.
Hey, Tim, just as soon as I signed in on YouTube, that interference started. Do you have anything? You think that maybe I was causing it?
No, well, it shouldn't. You have your what type of? Do you have a computer connected to your radio?
Do I have what connected to my radio?
Yeah, is your radio connected to your computer? Like my radios are all connected to my computers.
I don't have a computer. All I have is my iPhone here connected to the Insomnia group, and then I have an FT2000 radio that I'm transmitting on. That's it.
Yeah, well, if you were just watching this on your iPhone, just like me, I'm monitoring it on my iPhone, and you shouldn't be getting any interference. That shouldn't cause anything. But if it seems that you are, might just move the phone away from the radio if it's too close.
Might have been what it is. I just want to let you know. Go ahead and count.
Hey, Roger that there, Don. Okay, hey, we're all living and learning here. A lot of technology lying around us. Tim in Heckler, South Dakota, K000 Delta from K4WCJ. How you doing this morning?
Hey, we're good. I thought I'd do something different. You know, I do have this Radio Brotherhood channel, and I haven't streamed anything in a while. It took me, took me a little while to get everything set up. It's been so a while, I had to reinstall some stuff. But I thought it'd be a nice change. The guys who talk on your group can actually log in to my channel and hear their stations, what they sound like to me in South Dakota.
Hey, Roger that, Tim. I think it's a good idea. I've spoken with a gentleman in Texas that does that. He runs he runs I guess we'll call it that a couple times a week, and a lot of people will come in. His name is Terrence, I believe it is. With me right now. I think it's K4, K&B in Texas. But anyhow, he does that, and I thought that was a pretty clever idea. And I knew a couple of others didn't realize you did as well. But hey, we appreciate you doing that. It's an interesting twist on things.
Well, I slept in today, so I didn't expect to go to bed till late. I spent so many years working nights that sometimes I'm just up. It's not uncommon for me to be checking in on a net at 4 or 5 in the morning before I've even gone to bed. Excuse me. Anyway, yeah, so the channel is Radio Brotherhood, and located, there should be a live tab when you go to YouTube, and if you look it up, just do a search for it, you'll find us. And I added a caption on it that you might find interesting if you look at it.
Roger that. Okay, well, good. I'll check that. Now that is recorded on YouTube, right? You can go back and watch it later.
Oh yeah. It's live. It'll be on my channel. It'll still be there. Yeah, I didn't do no fancy intros or nothing. Just a basic start and a stop. But yeah, it'll be there. It's called Insomnia Group, and let me see here. A group of operators that gather every night and discuss topics from what not to do with an electric fence to rocket science.
Oh my goodness, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I think I was squarely in the middle of some of those conversations with the folks there.
Yeah, well, those were recent, so I found them amusing. So I thought I'd add that on there because that's a wide range of topics there.
Yes, sir. There's a lot of delta in between that one right there. So that's hilarious. Yeah. Well, Don is on here. Don's got full-fledged experience in one of those events. I'm not sure if this is rocket science, but I know what it was on the electric fence.
Roger. Anyway, yep. So, if I don't know if that's something that you could add, like, well, God, I can't join the group every night, but when I do, and if I give you notice, I wonder if that's something like you could put my web address, or we could put the link to the actual, video on the net logger or something like that. I don't know if that's possible.
Oh yeah. I'll drop in the morning and drop in a couple things. I did something a little different this morning, and I can just as well put a link into that YouTube channel. I dropped in space weather this morning. I try to track space weather and try to understand it. Not there totally yet, but so I think I'm going to start dropping in my own space weather. I see so many sources and so many different pieces of information, but I think I can kind of compile it in a different fashion that makes it a little easier to understand. I took a swing at it this morning, then I realized I didn't like what I did, but it's out there. You'll see. I dropped that in first thing when I opened up. But anyhow, my point is I can do that with the YouTube live streams as well and throw it out there, and I think I will.
Oh, that's great. And I'll make an effort to hang out more often. And I used to do the trivia net on 80 meters in the evening. I did that one for, I don't know, I did a lot of those. But, then I got COVID. And I didn't stream for a while. But anyway, that's another story. Anyway, I'll let you get back to it. K0SSD.
Hey, roger that. Yeah, I'm Googling around right now trying to get over there. I don't usually look at YouTube. I got a really simple computer in my shack. I usually look at YouTube, but I should be able to find that. It should come up pretty quickly here, and then I'll go ahead and drop it in the link there.
Yeah, let's see if we can bring Kenny on this conversation.
You go ahead and do that. I'm just doing a little computer work here, see if I can get this link dropped in.
Roger. Good morning, Ken. KA9EN, KC4YC. You got a copy?
Oh, yes, sir. I have a very good copy there. Absolutely. Good morning there, Winston. And good morning to all the Insomnia group. This is Alpha Kilo November. Good morning, sir.
Man, you sound like I need to offer you a cup of coffee, Ken. That's how loud you are this morning. You sound good this morning.
Oh, yeah? Well, that's a good deal because I put up a new antenna yesterday evening there at QSL.
Roger, on the new antenna. Well, you're bumping, not holding, but bumping 20 over.
Appreciate that, Winston. You're sounding good, too, on my receiving this new antenna there at QSL.
Roger, what'd you put up?
I put up a 40-meter mono-banded dipole, an Alpha Delta 40-meter mono-banded dipole there at QSL. It's an apex about 35 feet there. Go ahead.
I'll tell you what, it's loud and it's clear, it's crystal clear. Absolutely no distortion in it. Of course, I realize that's conditions, but I believe this is the loudest I've heard you, Ken.
Hey, I really appreciate that, Winston. Well, then it's doing its job there at QSL.
Roger on that. Are you picking up Tim up in South Dakota?
I have a beautiful copy on Tim in South Dakota. He's sitting in my shack. Would I like to offer him a cup of coffee there? Go ahead.
Roger, pick it up and talk to him.
I sure will. Thank you, Winston. K0SST, how copy AK90N there, over.
Oh, yeah, I got you a good almost 20 over. You sounded really good. What's your QTH?
Yeah, I'm over here in the Circle City, Indianapolis, Indiana there, over.
Oh, Roger. Yeah, I got a friend does a lot of YouTube too, Gray Man Poda up there in Indiana, and it never seems like I could talk to that guy on the radio. Never get into Indiana. We'll soon be getting in there tonight.
Oh, you're definitely getting in there. You're 10 over 9 over here. You're sounding really good there, Tim. Go ahead.
Roger. Well, I tried to do something different tonight, and I set up a live stream for this. So if you want to actually hear your station, what you sound like to me in South Dakota, you could go to Radio Brotherhood channel on the YouTube, and you'll be able to hear yourself.
Oh, QSL. Yeah, I heard you telling Cal that there. I appreciate that, Tim. Absolutely. I'll have to check that out there. Go ahead. Contact.
Roger. Go ahead, contact.
Hey, this is Cal here. Just thought I'd let you know I dropped that URL on the AIM link there, so I've got it out there. Ken, if you've got NetLogger open, you can pull the link right off of it.
I do have NetLogger open, Cal, and good morning to you too, sir. AK90N.
Roger that, Roger that. Yeah, hey, you're sounding really good this morning. Good, strong signal, and excellent reconfiguration of the station. I know the band seems to be pretty good right now, so you got that in your favor, but you couple that with, I think, the antenna work that you were doing yesterday, you're sounding good.
Thank you, Cal. I appreciate it. You're sounding good coming up from West Virginia as always there, or I should say Virginia, Richmond, Virginia. There, Cal. Go ahead.
Roger that, Roger that. Just as long as you don't call me Northern Virginia.
Copy that. All right, sir. Well, I'll get back on the side there. Here's K0SSD and K4WCJ. This AK90N.
Hey, Roger that. Yeah, no problem there. Just to clarify that, I have nothing against the people in North Carolina. It's just the politics are a little too thick for me there. But I said North Carolina, I meant North Virginia. But anyhow, I heard a contact in there.
Hi, Ken. Ken, this is Kilo November 5 Echo. This is in Texas. You're about a 5'9" here in Texas, and your audio is crystal clear, like Winston said. You have no static, no offbeat at all. It is perfect. Go ahead.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. This is AK90N here, Operator Ken over here in Indianapolis, Indiana. You're sounding good coming out of Houston as well there, young man. Go ahead.
Actually, I'm in Texarkana.
Texarkana, okay. QSL and a Texarkana. Where are you at? Don, okay. KN5E. Okay, very well. I appreciate that, Don.
Yeah, and good morning to you, Ken, by the way. Anyway, welcome to the group. We do like to chat, but I just wanted to tell you about whatever you did with your antenna yesterday. You did everything perfect because it's just like you're sitting here beside me.
Well, thank you, Don. That's much obliged. I appreciate all the kind words and the auto reports from everybody this morning. Yeah, I've been working on this station for a long time, and I've sacrificed and did all kinds of stuff to get the equipment I have now, and I've been really proud of it. I just rebuilt my whole shack, gutted it out, tore everything out, all old furniture, and put new furniture in and everything. Just did a lot of work in here. About the last 6 weeks I've been working on it there. Go ahead.
Sounds like you got a brand new radio shack there, Ken, so I'm going to break with you and give it back to Cal or Winston. This is Kilo November 5 Echo. Have a good day, Ken.
You as well there, Don, and I appreciate you chiming in this morning. KN5E, AK90N.
Mr. Ken, would you try to pick up line 3 KN4WPH, George? I can't hear him this morning up in the...
I sure can. Yeah, KN4WPH, George down there in Alabama. How copy AK90N up here in Indianapolis, Indiana? They're over.
I hear Winston, but not me as well as I hear you. I guess we're shooting over each other.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's kind of real light on me too there, Winston. Go ahead. I do hear him in there. He's just right a hair below my noise floor there. Go ahead.
Roger, he's only running 100 watts. Now, normally he comes in down here in Montgomery loud, but this morning the conditions that I just thought maybe a little bit of distance would be able to pick him up. But I can't hear him this morning. George, if you can hear me, I apologize. Maybe the band condition will change, or maybe Cal can pick you up. I cannot.
Hey, can you hear me? This is KW28.
Hey,
Hey, good morning, George. Yeah, I got a good copy on you here in Richmond, Virginia. K4WCJ here. How are you doing this morning?
Well, just Ken and Winston, I hear them both a little bit. I understand most of what they say, but I'm getting a lot of static here. I hear you very well. About for a while listening.
Yes, sir. Okay, well, very good. Good to hear you. How are you feeling today? Any better than yesterday?
Well, I think we're getting better today. I go to today and get them to work it out. We'll see how I feel after that. Thanks so much.
Yes, sir. That's good to hear. Yeah, as long it might be a small incremental improvement every day, but it starts adding up over time there. All right. Well, I reposted that YouTube link. I don't think I had it exactly right the first time. I think it had to do the general area that Tim was posting to us, but I think it got right this time in, so you can actually hyperlink from it too. It looks like I did a little better reposting of that link. So, Tim, we appreciate you doing that YouTube live this morning. It's pretty cool stuff there.
Oh, my pleasure. I need to get some more practice in anyway, but anyway, you get a chance to see what I look like. Yeah, I got my smiling face in one of those little boxes there. And you get to see the face of my radio. And you can see your signal reports. You can see your audio stream and your signal width and everything right there on the YouTube.
Yeah, that's pretty cool right there. It really is. So I'm kind of, I think I see mine coming in there. I think I have looks like I got a decent signal coming into your area there.
Oh yeah, you're always 9+.
Roger that. So what is your setup there to connect with the computer that you got going there?
Well, I got a 97, or what is this? This is a 7610, and it has video out. That's how I get my display up there. So I run it into a video capture card that allows me to display the front screen of my radio. Everything, anything I do with the radio, it shows. And since I have dual receiver on this one, I have one box shows you the signal, what your signal looks like. The other one actually shows us the whole band. So everything from 7,000 to 7,003. And so you can see where the signals are and such. And then, we have the scope on there that shows you your audio scope and then your signal. But yeah, it's a neat little setup. I run it into a Rockwell mixer, and that signals all the audio and everything goes into that. It actually helps clean up some of the static and everything. I have filtering, and then it just my PR40 is connected to it, and I can adjust it in and out. The only bad thing about this thing is like if I was to stand up right now, you'd see what I was wearing sitting here in the middle of the night. And then, so I got to be aware of that. And then, just like when you see those newscasters on TV and they got the suit top on and a pair of shorts. And anyway, I don't know. It's a pretty basic setup. I don't have a real fancy computer on it. Just a Dell computer I bought for a couple $100 used, and it seems to work okay. Now, when you look at the screen, you'll see I got NetLogger on there. You can see your NetLogger update, and plus my little logo for my channel and me. So I'm not very good with the OBS software. It took me a while to get this thing set up. This is one of those things you got to play with it all the time to really progress your skill level. And like I haven't touched it or anything in months. So I've enjoyed your group, so I thought I would try it out. Anyway, back to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's pretty neat stuff. We appreciate you doing that little service for the group there. That's nice. I think I don't know if I told you, but I used to be a very active skydiver, and I haven't jumped in several years now, about 5 years, 6 years. But anyhow, one thing that I always did was kind of service to the group as a videographer, that with the advent of the GoPros and great compact video systems, just easy to mount, put them on your helmets, and really safe mounts that wouldn't tangle with lines or anything. So anyhow, I would every time I found myself in an airplane, I was rolling it, and at the end of the day, all my jump buddies, which is essentially the club and anybody else, I'd upload my videos to Dropbox. I do them because the videos are pretty sizable. I would do just a snapshot or two from inside the aircraft, and then the 1 minute, actually 70-second free fall, and a couple seconds for it climbing out on the aircraft before release and all that. So, I just did that for the group, and they kind of appreciate it. It's always kind of, in this case, we're listening to ourselves and getting to meet you in your station. And of course, the skydiving jumps we did, people be able to see their performance in the sky. And everybody always likes seeing themselves or seeing their performances, whatever they're doing. So I kind of appreciate what you're doing. Thank you for doing that for us.
Oh, my pleasure. Anyway, I enjoy doing this, and I haven't posted anything in a while, so I should do this. And it is, I always enjoy. There's a couple guys who do live streams like 20 meters during the day, and I always like making contact with them because I like to hear what my station sounds like to other stations. That's like right now, listening to myself through the mixer. Oh, I wish I sounded that good on the radio. That broadcast audio. Boy, we all are trying to achieve that.
Oh, yeah, no question about that. Very good. Well, good stuff there. Let me, if I could break with you for a moment, Tim, and let's bring in a couple of other stations that out there that would likely want to check in. 85 TT, Wade, you there?
Roger there. I'm here.
Good morning. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. Alpha Delta 5 Rectangle Station is nice and got a good night sky out there. And propagation's good. I can hear South Dakota. I can hear Virginia. I can hear Western and Alabama. So it's coming in real good here.
Roger that. All right. 85 TT, Wade in Flint, Texas. This is Cal, Kilo 4 Whiskey Charlie Juliet. Tim, you got a good copy on Wade as well?
Oh, yeah. Wade's coming in here, no problem. He's a 5.9 copy all the way.
Yeah, you're doing real good. At least 10 over here in Texas this morning.
Well, thank you for the flowers. Yeah, you're just over 5.9. But anyway, you guys got weather out there? There seems like there's a lot of static crashes going on.
Yeah, I was looking at the weather earlier. Between me and I live over near Tyler. Between there and Dallas, there's a heavy line of thunderstorms.
Yeah, I can definitely hear them. We're also in line to get weather from the West Coast coming through this way pretty in the near future. So, yep, and living in South Dakota, it's 80 degrees today and 20 degrees tomorrow.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I've been expecting some rain here. We haven't had rain here in almost 2 months. And they said it was supposed to rain yesterday, but it didn't. It evaporated. Same thing for today. It's supposed to be raining, and it's going to evaporate. So maybe Friday might get around to getting a little bit of rain, and we need it.
Oh, Roger. Yeah, well, we need it too. We've been pretty dry also. I mean, last winter, we had ice storms right in the very beginning of the season and nothing but a couple inches of snow the rest of this winter. So we could use a little bit of water out here. Anyway, thank you very much. 73s, buddy. I'll let you guys carry on.
K0SSD, this is Alpha 5 Quebec Tango, turning it back over to K4 CWJ. I think that, yeah, WCJ. Sorry, pal.
Hey, Roger that, Wade. No issues there. Hey, just want you to know who I'm at, who I am. You can call me anything you want. K4WCJ here. This is Cal in Richmond, Virginia. And that was Wade in Flint, Texas, talking with Tim in Hecla, South Dakota. We do have YouTube Live going there, so if you go to the AIM link, you can see the URL that's there. It should just bring you straight over to it. So at any rate, anybody want to join the Insomnia group, please come in your call sign.
Number 5 Sierra Tango Kilo.
Anything on that waste thing over there in Bristol, Tennessee? You didn't find anything?
No, sir, I never found anything. I did a little bit of Googling after that, Wade, and I never did find anything.
Yeah, that's strange, and it's kind of like what you said. The media doesn't want to report it, and I trust my friend. I mean, he's been doing that hazmat work a long time, and he's saying it's really bad, and that's just like it's undercover.
We had a contact coming in.
Yeah, roger that. Okay, I'll continue to look at that there, Wade. And we did hear a contact come in there. Thank you, Norman. I heard a November 5 Sierra, but I don't think I got the whole call sign. November 5 Sierra station, come back.
This is November 5 Sierra Tango Kilo, Southeast Texas.
Got it. November 5 Sierra Tango Kilo. Is this Bill in Texas?
Name here is Kelly. Kilo Echo Lima Yankee.
I must have your call sign wrong. One more time.
Texas. In 5 STK.
You broke up again there. I've got N5 STQ November 5 Sierra Tango Quebec. Or was that Kilo?
Last was Kilo. November 5 Sugar Tango Kilowatt.
Roger that. Well, I haven't had my second cup of coffee, so I'll throw that excuse out there this morning. Sorry about that, Kelly. Got you now.
That's right. You guys are sounding good. Glad to hear somebody on the band. We got a lot of thunderstorms around us here south of us in the Gulf of Mexico, so we won't hold it too long. Everybody's sounding good. Good to hear traffic on here this time of morning. This is N5 STK, Texas.
All right, Kelly. Well, this is Cal, Kilo 4 Whiskey Charlie Juliet in Richmond, Virginia. Got an outstanding signal from you this morning, S9 signal. And I tell you what, Kelly, you come to this frequency every morning about this time. I'd be surprised if you didn't find anybody. This is the Insomnia group here. This is a Rag True group that gets together. Start about 4 o'clock Eastern time. We've been rolling about an hour now, and we'll go up until about 6:30, a little longer on the weekends. Not really net, just a Rag 2 group of guys and gals. We have one or two ladies that occasionally join us here, and we'll talk about it, just about anything that's radio friendly here. And usually we have a pretty good turnout. We'll have often coast to coast and north to south. We often have California stations in here if conditions right, as well as Canadian stations, and occasionally some from the Bahamas that join us. So it's we do use NetLogger. It's not required, but it makes it convenient for the user. You can see who's on the frequency with us. We try to keep up with it, and anybody checks out, so you know who's live on the frequency or not. And occasionally we have special events, and our friend Tim in South Dakota, K0SFC, he has graciously hooked us up to YouTube Live right now. So if you do have NetLogger, you can see the link that we got to it. But anytime you're on, by the way, and you hear somebody you want to reach out to, just call contact. We'll let you go. But if you just hold for just a moment, I'll see if any other stations can hear you. Winston, do you have a copy on Kelly in Texas?
Oh, I got a great copy on Kelly in Texas. And by the way, Cal, I started at about 2:30 this morning Central Time, so I've been going at it already about an hour and a half. Tim and I picked up about 2:30 this morning.
Well, you're sounding good. Yeah, this is about the time I usually get waking up and do things, but yeah, you guys can check my stuff out on QRZ. You'll see something a little unusual there. But anyway, I've been to ham radio, astronomy, audio, a couple other things, but we enjoy ham radio. First time we're getting back on 40 meters in many years, so we're still tinkering with things, but I was surprised how long the band is this morning. I heard a couple other Texas stations in there, and I didn't hear, you guys talking to them. I couldn't hear them back, so the band must be really long this morning. And thanks for letting me jump in, and I'll let you guys get back to it. But I look forward to coming here in the small hours of the morning, as they say, and listen to see who's around. Thank you, gentlemen. This is N5 SDK.
Thanks for dropping by, Kelly. Like I said, we're here every morning, 7 days a week, depending on what time Cal or myself gets up. We fired this thing off, and we love to talk about, as Tim put it on there, we love to talk about anything from electric fences is what you don't do with electric fence to rocket science and everything in between. So good morning and welcome aboard, and come on back, and anybody on the list you'd like to try to talk to, say contact, and we will turn the mic over to you. KC4YCH for ID in Montgomery, Alabama. Anyone else anywhere wishing to check into the Insomnia group, come now.
KE0JWK. Juliet Whiskey Kilo.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
Good morning, gentlemen. Hey, I was just wondering what YouTube channel is that stream on? I'm right here. The front edge of these storms just passed us about a half an hour ago, and I lost my internet for the moment, but I'd like to check the channel out sometime. Go ahead.
Tim, you want to give him the YouTube channel or read it off the aim window?
Yeah, the channel name is Radio Brotherhood. If you just do a search for Radio Brotherhood, I think you can also just search my call sign, Kilo 0 Sierra Sierra Delta, and that should take you there.
You can do a Google search for YouTube Radio Brotherhood, and you'll see a live YouTube link there.
I had two of you going at the same time there at first, but I copied the Radio Brotherhood, and no, I lost my internet when the beginning of the storms passed us. So at the moment it's down, but I would like to check out the channel. That's why I was asking. Thank you. KE0JWK.
Hey, roger that. Sorry, Tim, I probably stepped on you there.
Nah, that's okay. That's funny.
Hey, no problem. I got your advertisement down now. Hey, notification. It's not advertising. Excuse me.
Man, that's something out there in Montana's got a yellow, what does that stand for? Cal, where you at? E0JWK.
What's that?
I just called to see where you were located at. E0JWK.
Yeah, I'm in Londell, Missouri. I'm about 50 miles southwest of the Gateway Arch.
Roger, Missouri. I don't know why I can't come up with Missouri off MO this morning, but my brain would not connect. That's some more antenna system you got on that QRZ page.
You like that, do you? Yeah, up there in the corner, that's the NEC rendering of the fan dipole that's hanging out there.
Is that what you're using?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a 160 and up fan. I think 5 wires on it. I'd have to go out and look. It's been a while. It's been up for about 8 years. Right now, the center of it has dropped down. I lost my center support, so the center of it's only about 20, 25 feet off the ground. The ends are, the uphill end of it is pretty close to about 60 feet up, and then it runs level from there downhill. It's the ends of it are pointing east-west, basically, more or less.
Well, they're doing a good job on it for you this morning, Cal. You seen it on QRZ page?
Oh yeah, I am. I'm just amazed what I'm looking at. That was I bet that was a bit of complexity getting that rigged up.
Oh yeah, it was quite a project, especially since it was only me. I could have used a helper for sure. I must have put on about 10 miles that day, going from end to end, dropping and raising and lowering and adjusting, and yeah, it was a big project. It's a big old antenna, let me tell you. It's a heavy thing. I used what's it called? It's a like an outdoor lighting type of a zip cord, which is UV protected, 12 gauge. Had to put a support wire to hang at 160, the top wire, which is 160. I had to put a used galvanized electric fence wire to support the thing. It's so heavy. But yeah, it's been a good deal. It's been down one time in the 8 years it's been up, 7 or 8 years, whatever it is. My center insulator had some really severe winds, and it busted the center insulator on it. So it came down once and replaced it and put it right back up. So it's treated me well. I'm very happy with it.
Yeah, I guess once you got all your wire links anchored and everything and figured out, it wasn't as bad. But still, it does look heavy and a bit complicated for the install. I bet that day on installation, you could use 3 or 4 helpers.
Well, one would have been really, really nice. Like I said, I put a lot of miles on my feet because it's 160 wire on top. So what is that? I don't know. 250 feet or something like that from tree to tree, maybe a little more. But it runs right over the top of my house, so it's not even a direct line. I got to make a big circle around the house to get from one end to the other.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, when it used to move and I was younger, I would buy the beer in pieces, and that seemed to work. That might work with ham radio installation.
Well, I was pretty new ham when I put it up. Didn't really know too many guys in the area yet, and all my kids are all grown, and they're all doing their own thing. They don't want to mess with me and my radio stuff.
That's right. They say, well, I don't know if you're retired now. We said you were younger then, so yeah, I get it. They got their own lives and hobbies and interests, and you got yours. And it's just an antenna. How difficult could that be to put up, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a good deal. I get it. They don't have an interest. I got one grandson that was interested for a while, but as he got a little older and discovered girls and stuff, he's kind of waned away. Yeah, I just retired in February, so yeah, it is what it is. I don't, it's a love. I always love the antenna stuff anyway, so it's a labor of love, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. I certainly do. K4WCJ here. I do indeed. Yeah, I've got 3 boys and 3 grandsons, and 3 of my boys, they've never picked up really any of my interests. I used to be I skydived for about 20 years, and I guess I'm kind of glad they didn't start that. They never developed the interest in it, and I didn't push it. They don't seem to have interest in the radios. They got their own interests. Now, one of my 3 grandsons, he comes out here with a bit of curiosity every time this thing's on, and I put him on the air, and he's at that time he was 8, and he spoke with a gentleman in Germany, and that's all he could talk about there for about 2 or 3 days. So he might be the one there.
Yeah, I copy that. Yeah, I heard you talking about your skydiving a while ago. Not nearly the same thing, but one of my grandsons is 68 Whiskey with the 82nd Airborne, and he likes jumping out of them planes. Me, I don't know if I could do it. I think there's a reason that you don't jump out of a perfectly good airplane.
Hey, roger that. Well, being airborne, he's doing that for a living. So, and I've just done it for sports. It's a little bit different there. He has to jump because he has to, but I guess he wants to because not everybody's built for that, and it is different. That is for sure. It's not in everybody's blood and DNA to do it. And by the way, the perfectly good airplane part is a fallacy. There's no such thing as a perfectly good skydiving airplane. those are really run-hard machines there. I mean, you think about it, they very seldom have level flight going on. They're either climbing or diving out of the air, and they're full of people. So, you know, it's under full power, fully loaded, and then it comes out of the air pretty fast, too. Matter of fact, most of those jump planes, believe it or not, can beat the skydivers down. Once the jump plane, it's a business, once the jump plane unloads the skydivers at 14,000 feet, it will fly down, straight down, usually about 300 miles per hour, literally straight down, and then come out a big arcing, pull out of the dive. And the jump plane will beat the first skydiver to the ground. How about that?
That's amusing. Yeah, see, the things you don't know, you just don't know. But yeah, I love planes. I love to fly. I don't do it. I soloed back when I took lessons, and they pulled my medical certificate on me. But it is what it is. Yeah, good times, that's for sure. Well, I don't want to tie you guys up too long here. I appreciate the little chat. It's been fun. I got a feeling we could probably go on for an hour.
Oh, yeah. Well, we probably could. We'll come back to it. So let me pick up a couple more stations here, because I think there might be a couple of folks that want to check in there, Carl. But good talking with you there. And I'm going to break with Carl in Missouri, and this is Kilo 4 Whiskey Charlie Juliet in Richmond, Virginia. And we'll go ahead and see if we can pick up Gary in Mineral, Virginia, K4GGG. You copy, Gary? Hey, Winston, will you pick up Gary? I can't hear him.
04 Golf, Charlie Golf, KC4YC, Shelter, Gary. 04 Golf, Charlie Golf, Gary, you there this morning, KC4YCH? No joy, let me see if I can pick up Brian. KJ5 Delta Hotel, you got a copy?
I've got a copy. Yeah, Delta Hotel, back up to Winston.
Good morning, Brian. Yeah, you got a copy. I've got a very good copy of you this morning. I couldn't hear Gary, but I hope he can hear somebody. You want to see if you can pick him up? You got a good sound station this morning, Joey.
Well, I couldn't hear him. Let me get on the page here, and because I was looking at that fan dipole there, Carl's. I don't know if he can hear me, but I wonder how he did on the weather last night. I guess they had some pretty bad weather go through there yesterday.
Yeah, I've got a copy on you. Yeah, the front of that storm went through, it's almost an hour ago now, and I lost my internet service, but everything else is good.
Yeah, right. I always watch the weather up in that area. I got a daughter that lives up there in Moore, Oklahoma, and, they got a hit twice there with the F5, so every time I see that kind of stuff coming up there, I kind of watch it. I'm glad you got through it okay, no problem. Let me get up in that logger so I get Gary's call, and I'll give him a shout. Good talking to you, Carl. We'll talk at you later.
Yeah, K's JWK.
Brian's call sign is Kilo 4 Golf, Charlie Golf. It's Kilo 4 Golf, Charlie Golf.
Okay. Kilo 4 Golf Charlie Golf. Kilo 4 Golf Charlie Golf. You got a copy on KJ5DHH here in Deer Park, Texas? Nothing heard.
Yeah, nobody's picking him up right now.
Roger that. I went ahead and logged him on. I'm going to go ahead and leave him there because he'll be on. A little unusual for him. He may, it's possible, he could be running that QRP rig right now, and he might hear us, and he just can't get back. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there.
Well, we've got a good round robin going this morning by where we're talking to you also, Tim. A little bit of everything. Looks like I may have lost him. Kelly, can you pick up George? We've left him hanging. I can't even hear him.
Roger that. I had George earlier. Let me just see if he's still there. George, KN4WTH from K4WCJ. George in Decatur, Alabama. You still copy? Hey, roger that. Okay, well, very good. Glad you checked in again this morning, George. Were you able to hear pretty much everybody this morning?
I can hear most everybody.
Okay, well, good. Yeah, the HF has been pretty good this morning. I like to look at the space weather before I get on and just kind of get in my mind how it's going to do. And we had a space weather score this morning of I got it from the hfqso.com website, which is probably the best one, by the way, for space weather. If anybody's ever looked at that, I've gone to all of them, I think, that are available out there, and they do the best in pulling it together. Even though, having said that, I think it's a little long and windy. I think I'm going to try to do my own space weather and put it on every morning. I'm going to put together my own little data sheet and try to condense it. But anyhow, they gave an HF score summary of 84, which I kind of agree with. It's kind of like a B plus. I don't know if we're going to maintain this band all morning long. Of course, around sunrise it will deteriorate under normal conditions. But at any rate, I got sidetracked there. But generally most everybody's here and everybody this morning. But I just question how long it's going to hold up. But okay, George, we'll good talk with you. I think you said you're going to be checking out very shortly. So Winston, George's still there, but he is going to check out in just a couple minutes here.
Roger, we're going to get that boy some power from somewhere, because this time of morning I just cannot hear the young man. But he sounds good when I do hear him. On the outbank, he's pretty loud. He's been having mic problems, so I don't know if he's ever got that straightened out or not. You want to put on a call?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. This is Kilo 4 Whiskey Charlie Juliet Cal with Insomnia Group located. I'm located in Richmond, Virginia. Anybody want to join the RAC 2 group? I mean, what do you call sign?
Kilo 4 November Mike Golf.
Kilo 4 November Mike Golf. Got you there. How are you doing this morning, Ken?
I'm doing just wonderful here, Cal. Good morning and happy Halloween to everybody. My goodness. Christmas will be here to haunt us before you know it. Brings back a lot of Halloween memories here when I was a kid, when we used to play the game for real, but back then it was about ghosts and goblins. Now it's about murders and Freddy scissor fingers and strange stuff like that, so it's really changed. Maybe this year we'll get some trick-or-treaters. We haven't had a trick-or-treater here at our house in about 8 years. But back in the old days, and a lot of us like to use that phrase a lot, Halloween was a big deal to us kids, man. We'd go out from the stores, Woolworths, and buy costumes and all that stuff, and pick up on a lot of candy, and you didn't have to worry about getting razor blades or drugs in your candy. It was a lot of fun many years ago. And I must admit I did participate in toilet paper from time to time. W4, WCJ, and the group, and good morning to you, Winston, Gary, and all the rest. I'm hearing all of you good. From Kilo 4 November Mike Golf. The name is Ken. I'm in Orlando.
Contact.
Yeah, go ahead there, Winston.
Ken, good morning. This is KC4YCH in Montgomery, Alabama. Yeah, you've been talking about all that stuff. Brings back a lot of memories. How old are you, Ken?
I am 75, Winston, and I still remember vividly, most of my young life we lived in Colorado Springs, Colorado, and it would always bum me out on Halloween when we would get the very first snowfall, almost every Halloween. And I I'd have to wear a jacket or a coat over my costume. And just by coincidence, I heard Al Roker on the news last night, I think it was, CBS News, make a comment about the folks up there in New England this year won't have to put a coat over their costumes, and that brought back memories too. Over.
Roger, we always were chilly around Halloween, but we never, well, I guess we were back in those days it was cold. Nowadays, it don't get cold to Christmas. It may not even then. But yeah, I remember those days. Back then, kid, you could actually eat something that somebody gave you that was homemade.
Yeah, candy apples used to be pretty popular, and I love candy apples, but boy, I'll tell you what, you're taking a chance if you get one and eat it nowadays from somebody you don't know.
You take a chance and eat an apple somebody gives you now. Boy, they put needles in them and all that stuff. And it's beyond my comprehension is what do you get out of it? Just trying to hurt somebody, especially kids. That's just, we live in a sick world and people do that.
Yeah, we do. And that's the sad part. You're absolutely right. We do live in a sick world. But fortunately, there still are some good people in it, over.
Roger on that. Like I said, I remember going around, you got Rice Krispie treats, just wrapped up in tinfoil or cookies that somebody had made. Man, that was good stuff. But nowadays, if you got a cookie that somebody made, you throw it away because there's no telling what's in it.
Yep, you're absolutely right, Winston. And I'll be in here for a little while there this morning, enjoying your companies there. And, if you think of some more memories of Halloween, I'll be glad to share them with you there, Winston. You got a good signal down here right now. Usually later on in the morning I lose you. KC4YCH and Kilo 4 Whiskey Charlie Juliet and the Halloween groupers here from Kilo 4 November Mike Gold.
Thanks, Ken. Appreciate that. Don, go ahead.
It is the Kilo November 5 Echo. Ken, good morning. This is in Texas, Dallas. I just want to say to you, Winston and Cal, we've got many good people in this world. We just hear so much negative. The media picks up on the fact that they can't get customers from reporting good news. They have to report bad news. Go ahead.
Well, here in Orlando, we got all kinds of people shooting each other, Don. So, I know the media can try to improve their ratings by, getting pretty hot on some of the stories that really don't deserve that much attention. But, down here in Orlando, it's a daily occurrence, and it's a multi-occurrence every day. We got people have just gone nuts here, and it seems like the big cities experience it more. The more people you get together, the crazier things get. Don, over.
Yeah, that's the influence of evil, Kim. That's the influence of evil. Go ahead.
Yeah, it sure is, and there's plenty of it in the world today, but let's look on the bright side. There's still a lot of good, and a lot of the good hangs out on this net, and I enjoy talking to everybody in the morning. Kilo November 5 Echo and the group from Kilo 4 November Mike Golf.
Have a good day, Kim.
Ken, Don, Don, you're a little bit older than I am, but I know you remember the same thing I do. Us boys carried pocket knives to school. I carried a pocket knife from the time I was 5 years old that my granddaddy gave me. I carried it every day I went to school. I had it in my pocket. And if I got in a fight, that was never even in my mind to pull out a pocket knife for a fight. Us boys would sit out in front of the school and play mama peg with our pocket knives. When the bell ring, we'd close them up, put them back in our pocket. If we got in a fight, the knives stayed on the ground and we went to fighting.
I remember those days, Winston.
Yeah, and back then you only fought a person until they gave up. You didn't have to beat them to death, over.
Roger, when he shut off, it was over.
Well, let's focus on the good things. And today's Halloween, and hopefully it'll be a good one. Maybe we'll even get trick-or-treaters this year. Haven't seen a real trick-or-treater here, as they said, for 8 years. And I don't blame them, too. Just too scary to go out there. The K4NMG, back to you guys.
Thank you, Ken. Thanks for the trip down memory lane, the whole workshop. Well, take care of Orlando, Florida. I got a daughter that lives right there close to you in Sanford.
Oh, yeah, I go up to me and the little doggy there go to Sanford for our little park walk, and then to the Home Depot. She gets a ride in the little cart and helps me shop, and all the ladies go crazy over her. I'll tell you what, if I was a young man, I'd get me a nice little doggy, because they sure are women magnets. Over.
Roger on that. My daughter's got 2 little pugs, you know. She loves the place beyond words, but her and her husband live there in Sanford. I don't know exactly what he worked, where he worked. He got a pretty good job. She works for Fidelity Banking Software, but she's been in Sanford now for probably close to 30 years.
Yeah, they're just a few miles from here, and they've got a very nice park right downtown. So we enjoy going up there and walking around, and then the Home Depot trip she enjoys driving the shopping cart. So anyway, good morning to you, Winston. I'm glad I can hear you there. Later on, we'll probably lose each other again. KC4YCH with K4WCJ and KN5E, all the rest from Kilo 4 November Mike Golf.
Roger, thanks, Jim. Thanks, Don. Cal, you want to pick up those on the green trees? I got to do something with my amp block. It went haywire.
Yeah, roger that, Winston. I will do that indeed. But Ken, hey, top of the morning to you there for sure. Yeah, Halloween Day, kind of special. Our kids kind of grew up in this subdivision, and now they're adults, and we're kind of going through that transition where us kids are starting to come back out here again. It's been a few years, so it's always kind of fun to have kids come in the door during trick or treat. But a couple things. I'll go ahead and pick up those other 2 stations there. Talking about good people are doing, even on this channel. I don't know if you're looking at NetLogger now under the Instant Messenger window, but I just posted there at 9:16 a YouTube link, a hyperlink to YouTube. We are YouTube Live right now. Our friend Tim in South Dakota, K0SSD, is graciously doing this for us this morning. And you go over there, it's a live link. You see him, you see the station. You can hear yourself talk on it. So nice service there that he's doing for us. And talking about the dogs being chick magnets, my son got himself married with a dog. He bought him a little Frenchton, and man, that's like fishing bait out there. He got himself a really good wife from that dog too. I thought that was an expensive dog, but well, you know, I guess the dog served his purpose there. We call that our grand dog, by the way. Okay, well, Ken, hey, great talking with you this morning. Let me go ahead and pick up a couple of those other stations out there. We'll break with Ken in Orlando, Florida. Oh, by the way, Ken, one last thing, 20 over. Man, you're screaming in here. Okay, let me break with you, Ken, for a moment. Go ahead and pick up some other stations. Kilo Alpha 4, Yankee Echo Sierra. Do you copy? KA4, YES. Do you copy? I see some activity with him on the AIM window, so I don't know. Maybe he's tuning or something right now. So Kilo, let me get this right. Kilo Alpha 4 Yankee Echo Sierra. Are you there? I see you went offline. Maybe we didn't pick you up fast enough. Do apologize. Oh, back online. Hey, okay. If you got a copy, please come on.
I don't believe we're going to be able to hold the band today as long as we did yesterday, you can tell.
I don't think so either. That's kind of what I was picking up with those space weather conditions this morning. It was good at the moment, but then I think we were going to lose it there. But I see Norman there, DebX 4NEX. You there, Norman?
Yeah, I'm here. Been listening for a while. Just loaded NetLogger and check out that link.
Roger that. Well, I appreciate you loading that logger. It's just kind of a reminder that you're there, and we get to rambling and talking, and you know how that goes. We sort of lose track of ourselves. Yeah, it's a fair rebuttal there. Good morning to you there. Hey, that was pretty cool. Him loading that. I guess Tim is still running. Is still running YouTube live. Hey Norman, WX1EX. Do you still see that running?
Oh yeah, it's still running.
Okay, cool. All right, I didn't know. I hadn't spoken with you in a couple minutes there. Good deal. Yeah, Tim jumped in there to say that he's still got it running there. So good. Okay. So what's new with you today, Norman? By the way, how's that tractor, that Case tractor, doing?
Yeah, it's doing fantastic. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, you kind of learned all the options and everything on it now.
Oh yeah.
Good deal. Good deal. Looks like one fine machine there. So you got good inside storage for it, or a way to cover it up? So how are you storing it? Do you have a shed that you run it into or something like that?
Oh yeah, we got a big pole barn.
Okay. What did you replace? Okay. So you guys have been using cases over the years as the reason you went to Case again. I've never been on one before. It looks like a fine machine, though.
Yeah, they got more than
Roger that. Yeah. Most of my recent tractor work has been on Kubotas. That's what I own. I got a smaller one, but it does the job for me. That's a workhorse for me. Hey, Roger that. Yeah, that is, Tim is doing a great job for us there, and we do appreciate that. Okay, Norman, we're going to break with you. Norman's in Lakeland, Florida. Let's see if John, we can pick up John, KC8ARO. John, are you there?
Roger. KC8ARO, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir. This is Cal, K4WCJ. You're sounding good as usual there. You've got one fine-sounding station.
Yeah, roger that. Good morning to everybody. Yep, we also got the live feed up, so we got the whole world in our hands. Over.
Yes, sir. That's a scary thing, isn't it?
No, not really, but we certainly do enjoy getting up in the morning and talking to you. And we've kind of been on kind of a roller coaster ride here with lots going on. Some mornings I'm able to fire myself up, and other times I slept in. I've been sleeping in a little bit, kind of getting back on the normal schedule. I don't get up as early as I used to, and then for a long time there I was sleeping in because I was up, half the night. So I think I'm settled into my new routine.
Roger that, John. I know that's got to be a tough adjustment you're going through with the loss of your wife, but we certainly think about you and feel for your situation there and the healing that's going to have to take place over time there. But at any rate, you got friends here, and we always enjoy talking with you.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, you sound good as usual this morning, and I heard Winston in there as well, so, and a few others. We just got everything fired up over here, and we're looking at this nice colorful display on the 7610 with the live feed on the other side, so everything's looking good this morning.
Roger that. Yeah, the propagation has been pretty good this morning. I don't know how long it's going to last. The faces are deteriorating on us there, but at any rate, we take it while we can. We'll see if we can run another hour. I'm not sure. We'll find out. But at any rate, and so far so good. We've had a number of stations check in this morning. Mostly the eastern side, eastern to the central part of the United States, so far is what it looks like.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, when I put this delta loop up, this horizontal delta loop, I seem to favor the East Coast and out that way pretty well. I mean, yes, I pick up to the south and of course to the west, but it seems like my direction and my gain is really on the East Coast side, so it's like running an amplifier when you're not.
Well, I tell you what, that's a good situation there. Now, you do run an amplifier, don't you?
Negative. Nope. Throughout the last several years, they have come and go because of circumstance, and right now I couldn't even afford the power cord to connect one up.
I do understand that. Well, I tell you what, you definitely you got it sounding good, like you say. It sounds like you had an amplifier. I really thought you had one, to tell you the truth. So it just goes to show you with what a very good antenna installation will do for you.
Yeah, roger that. Yep, it's always you can have the crummiest radio maybe you think is crummy, and where you put your money, your time, and your effort is always into the antenna. And I'm in the process of hopefully trying to get one more up here before the winter. I had somebody give me a switch box, a remote switch box, so that I can put up one more antenna, a wire antenna, and try to kind of fill in the gap. So I'm hoping that I can get that done. I was just looking at the weather report today, and today is really going to be our last, kind of one of our last days. It's going to be warm. It's supposed to be 69 today. It was 76 for the last 2 days before that. But we're supposed to be in the 50s and have some more rain. So we'll see what happens.
Yes, sir. Well, I tell you what, in your part of the world, I guess the time is limited before it starts getting a little bit cold. It's kind of variable in Richmond, even through the winter. Although I do need to reset my antenna line. I got a wire antenna thrown up at about, when I put it up there, John, I estimated around 90 feet, but it slipped from a branch again, and it's probably at 75 or 80 feet. Maybe, I'm not totally sure. The tree's growing at the same time, and I don't have a drone to help me with altitude more like I used to. You need to get me a rangefinder or something. But anyhow, it's not at the peak of the tree. I think I got another 25 feet. I can get that antenna up. So now that once the foliage is off the limbs, I can see these limbs better. I can do a little better aiming with my my overgrown slingshot. I got an arborist slingshot. It's pretty good, although it was peeking out maybe 15 or 20 feet above the tree. The beanbag was, which is really, in my opinion, not quite enough. Because you got to shoot at a real steep angle to even think about it, getting it over it. But I re-rigged it. I got rid of. I was using 10 ounce bag, and I went and got me some 4-ounce fishing weights. I think those fishing weights may go a couple hundred feet, but at any rate, I'll get it over. But I do need to paint them and all that, even though there's ties to the line. I still need to paint them so kind of keep up what's going on. But anyhow, I digress there. I got to re-rig as well.
Yeah, roger that. So, alrighty, well, I'm going to let you go. By the way, my antenna's only up 26 feet in the air with all three of the sides. So, alrighty, we'll let you go, Cal. Have a great day, and we'll try to ride along as we get ready. We're going to have the ham radio group here this morning. So, and we'll try to get in here and do it again. KC8ARO, back to you.
Yes, sir, John. Good talking with you this morning. Okay, glad you checked in. That's John in Prescott, Michigan. Don, I heard you contact there just a moment ago. Go ahead.
Contact. A little shout out to John there in Charlie 8, Radio Oscar. Do you read me here in Texas?
Yeah, I heard you say to your reading in Texas, but I did not copy the call. I wasn't paying attention. I got all these fancy colors over on this screen that's got my attention this morning.
Kilo, November 5 Echo. Kilo, November 5 Echo.
Yeah, Kilo, November 5 Echo. Yeah, good copy. I've got you here in the noise. Got a lot of noise on the band up here with some lightning. So I got you about a 5.7, probably on the peak, about a 5.6, 5.5, 5.6 there.
Yeah, John, you're about a 5.6 here in Texarkana, Texas. I just want to let you know that I did read you. Go ahead.
Yeah, good enough. So, well, that's great. Geez, I haven't been down to Texas in a number of years, but it certainly is good to hear you this morning. Over.
John, but you have a good day. This is Kilo, November 5 Echo. Back to you, Cal.
Contact.
Okay, Winston, you go ahead, and then after that, you had a contact after you.
John, KC-8 Alpha Romeo Oscar, KC-4YC, you got a copy?
Yeah, Winston, good morning. Go ahead.
Good morning, John. Yeah, back when I had a CB repair shop, all these people wanted to buy these big, expensive radios, and I used to tell them, I said, if you've got $100 to spend on a radio or an antenna, spend at least $80 on the antenna.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, well, you know, it's kind of a proven point. You know, you get your station and put up the very best antenna that you can afford. And, you know, wire antenna, it doesn't matter. Whatever you can afford to put up, I always suggest everybody build their own first antenna. It's a great learning experience. But, yep, it's a proven fact. I mean, does an amplifier help? Yes, it can help. But you know what? If you have a crappy antenna, so to speak, and the amplifier is only going to make it worse.
Roger on that. Well, I appreciate you coming back to me, John. Let me see if I can pick up this other John down there in Florida. KE4HHF, KC4YC. You got a copy, John?
I do. Good morning, Winston. KC4YCH, KD4HHF.
Man, it seems like it's days in between the time I get to talk to you. But good morning, Ben. I am glad I can talk to you this morning. I'm sorry I haven't been able to get over on the corn cob. I want to get back with you, Bob and Scott and all of you, but it just seems like this runs over, then Cal and I get on the DMR, and without this, it's too late.
There's just not enough Winston to go around, Roger.
Well, I don't know about that, but there's not enough time for Winston to go around.
Oh, yeah. Well, good morning to you. I appreciate you bringing me in, and have a great day. And if you get a chance, come on down and wave your hat.
Roger, I'm going to try my best this morning, John. Listen to me. I was doing the bank the other morning. I understand now what you controllers go through. I was servicing a cattle on a tin roof.
Well, it's interesting how they pile on to you, but, you know, on the corn cob, well, if you're using that longer, it's not too bad if you just do what you just did. Use that monitor screen, and that pretty much helps you out.
Roger, Cal, can you pick up John this morning?
Oh, yeah, I got a great copy on John this morning. Good morning, John. How you doing, sir? This is K4WCJ Cal in Richmond, Virginia.
Well, Cal, to be honest with you, I'm blessed beyond stress.
There you go. Well, I tell you what, good to hear. Sounds like you got a great day going there. And hey, by the way, I just thought I'd let you know we got a gentleman on here, Kim in South Dakota, who's doing a YouTube live stream for us this morning. So if you got your net logger up, I got a hyperlink there. But it's also he's on YouTube, Radio Brotherhood. If you want to go about it that way. But I just thought I'd throw that out there.
All right, good deal. I see that. All right, good deal. I'll go to that link in just a little bit. Okay, from the Sunshine State, this is KC4HHF Alpha. Good morning to you, Winston. And Cal, thanks for waving in there.
Yes, sir. It's good talking with you, John. I always enjoyed chatting with you, and thanks for coming into the group here.
7-3.
Roger that. Okay, that was John in Palm Bay, Florida. Winston, I'll throw it back in your direction.
Roger, I'm going to see if I can pick up. Well, I'm not going to be able to pick him up more than likely. He's down in Dothan, Alabama, but I'm going to give him a try. Tom, you got a copy of KA4YES?
Okay, thank you for bringing me in that. This is,
Yeah, if you can hear him, pick him up. I can't hear him.
Sierra. Name is Tommy Tango Oscar Mike Yankee. And I'm in eastern Alabama, very far eastern Alabama, right on the western bank of the Chattahoochee River, where now the temperature is 65 degrees. The sky is clear. A high temperature forecast for 8-1 later in the day, and clear skies, no precipitation in the forecast. And I'd like to, at this time, send out a big whiskey and a bang bang, the Los Angeles Dodgers have won the World Series over New York, and that makes me a happy camper, so that's my say so. KA4YES, that's in it.
Roger that, Tom. Hey, this is Cal, Kilo 4, Whiskey, Charlie, Juliet, in Richmond, Virginia. We've spoken a couple of times before. Winston was not getting a very good copy on you. He's too close to you. You said that you're on the western banks of I think the Chattahoochee River and Alabama, just a little too close to him. But I got a fantastic copy on you, and it's so noted about the Dodgers there. But hey, I thought I'd mention to you that we do have a YouTube Live going right now on the frequency. If you've got a computer, it's up on the instant messenger window. Otherwise, you can Google it and go to YouTube or Google YouTube Radio Brotherhood. You'll find it that way. The gentleman in South Dakota is doing it for us. You see him and his station, and you'll hear yourself there if you're interested in it. So I thought I'd throw out that little bit of advertising there. But back to you there, Tom.
Okay, well, yeah, I understand the YouTube thing. I just don't have much in the way of a cell phone or other methods of operating, so I have to leave the cell phone or leave the YouTube thing alone. Enjoy coming in here, at least from time to time. I woke up about an hour ago. I got to messing around down at 80 meters, and I'm visiting with some guys down there with some good lunch. Come back in here. So a hearty good morning, or middle of the night, or whatever, to everyone that can hear me on the net. And I'm going to be here listening for a while. Maybe I'll get sleepy enough to go back to bed in another 30 minutes or so. KA4YES, back in there.
Roger that, Tom. Well, good talking with you this morning. Glad you checked in. This is, I guess, 3 or 4 times we've talked here. So I definitely appreciate you checking into the group. And as you know, we're here every morning. So, all right, well, Tom, I'll break with you and go back to Winston there. Winston, I just want to let you know that I will have to break again early from the group this morning, probably about 20 minutes or so, maybe a little sooner. I got some got an early morning commitment with customers here, so I'm going to have to back out of here a little bit early. But at any rate, I'll throw it back to you and let you make some calls here.
Roger, I'll give it a drop. Anyone anywhere wishing to check into the Insomnia group, come now, please.
November 7th.
Anyone anywhere wishing to check into the Insomnia group, come now, please. Yeah, I think I hear somebody, but I can't pull them out.
Yeah, I heard something going on there as well. Anybody on the frequency, can you pull out that call sign and repeat it for us?
Yeah, you had a November 7 station in there.
All right, November station, come back with your call sign a couple of times phonetically and slowly. We're trying to pull you out.
November 7, Uniform Lima Alpha. November 7, Uniform Lima Alpha.
Anybody resolve that call sign? I can't get it.
November 7. Oh, shoot. Hey, give it again there one more time. I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention.
November 7, Uniform Lima Alpha. November 7, Uniform Lima Alpha.
I believe it's a November 7, Uniform Lima Alpha. Is that correct?
Copy. November 7, Uniform Lima Alpha.
Man, my lightning just started up and covered you all up. I believe that's what it was. I think it was November 7, Uniform Lima Alpha, KE0JWK.
All right, November 7, Uniform Lima Alpha. November 7, Uniform Lima Alpha. Is this Mike in Arizona?
That is correct. Mike in Arizona, November 7, Uniform Peoria, Arizona. I've been listening for a while. Running 100 watts on an inset half.
Someone's going to have to work that station for me. I cannot resolve that station.
Yeah, he said affirmative. It is Mike in Arizona, and that was all I got.
Roger that. Okay. Well, if you can just let him know we've got him checked in, and at least on the East Coast, we don't have very good resolution on him right now, but I've got him checked in.
I copy the check-in. Thank you very much, gentlemen. I'll keep listening.
Contact.
Yeah, go ahead, contact.
Yeah, I'm copying him off of the live feed station, so that's the only way I can hear him. But you are correct with the call.
Yes, sir. Okay, I do appreciate that, Jim. All right, so we've got November 7, Uniform Lima Alpha, Mike in Arizona checked in. Nobody's got a really good copy on him right now, so we do have him in, and we'll try to come back in a couple minutes. Okay, this is Kilo 4 Whiskey Charlie Juliet Cal in Richmond, Virginia, with Insomnia Group, the Reg group that runs from approximately 4 a.m., although Winston told me he was out here a couple hours earlier, so that's how it goes sometimes. I guess the average time's about 4, but sometimes there's people out here earlier. And we'll generally run until about 6:30 when the when the Rotten Apples group starts up, 6:30 Eastern time. Anyway, anybody want to check in the group, please come in and call time.
Kilo Quebec 4, Hotel Mike Tango.
Hotel Quebec 4, Hotel Mike Tango, Terry in Beaver Dam, Kentucky. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. I hope y'all doing good this morning. I hope everybody has a beautiful morning. Getting ready to get some rain down here, looks like. Looks like it's getting ready to hit us head on. We need it, though. As long as we don't get no bad storms, we okay.
Yes, sir. Well, I'll tell you what, there's a number of places that need it for sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're getting rain today. It looks like it's going to be clear today, but it's 61. Probably going to be a warm day here. But by the way, Terry, you've got a big signal coming here. You're about 15, 20 over.
Man, I got 2 Ken here. I'm talking on a homemade antenna. Right now I'm running about a little bit over 300 watts right here. I'm running a 10-tank Omni 7 running through a homemade inverted center-fed dipole about 30 foot there.
Hey, roger that. Well, I tell you what, that 300 watts and homemade center-fed dipole is doing it for you there. You say about 30 feet?
Yeah, right at 30 foot there.
Good deal. Well, you've got your station dialed in, and it's definitely sounding good here in Richmond. Ken in Orlando, are you still there? Anybody else hear Terry? Anybody else got a good signal, Terry? Want to keep that with him?
Contact.
Yeah, go ahead.
Kilo November 5 Echo. Terry, this is Don in Texarkana. You're 5-9 here in Texarkana, Texas, Terry. Kilo Quebec 4 Hotel Mike. Terry, this is Kilo November 5 Echo.
Oh my God! Oh, yeah, stop picking it up.
You're booming down here in Kentucky.
Watching this on the other TV.
Everybody sounds like y'all right
Finger in
here.
my ear.
Good to talk to you, Terry. You have a good day. This is Kilo November 5 Echo. Back to you, Cal.
Roger that, roger that. Okay, Terry, very good. Well, we've got you checked in. We appreciate you coming back here. This is a good place to be in the morning when you want some HF time. And, you know, if there's anybody else that you want to reach out to during the morning here, just call contact. We've got about 20 people or so checked in. About 3 that I know have been checked out. So we still got a good group here. So, yeah. Well, Terry, I will break with you for the moment, and we'll see if there's anybody else that wants to make contact with us within the group. Go ahead. Call contact.
Contact.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, Kilo Quebec 4 Hotel Mike Tango. This is Kilo Juliet 5 Delta Hotel here in Deer Park, Texas. How copy?
Hotel, I got you at 5-8 going to a 5-9 down here in Kentucky. You sounding real good. Audio was 100% strong.
Yeah, you sounding really good down here too, Terry. Probably right now you're just down on me a little bit, but you were definitely coming in here at 5-9 for sure. Yeah, I just wanted to reach out and say hey and see if we can make a contact there. I'm running 100 watts on the wire, so you're doing pretty good there. Your system's set up pretty good there, pal.
I tell you what, that 100 watts you got, I could have swore I probably thought you was running about 500-600 watts, but man, that 100 watts, leave her alone. Kilo Quebec 4 Hotel Mike Tango.
Contact.
Yeah, go ahead, Winston.
I think Brian is lying to us. I think he's got an amplifier under the desk that we just don't know about because he's just too loud. Good morning, Brian. I'm joking, but it sure does sound like you got one.
Blowing it up, ain't it? He coming through his zone.
Well, Brian told everybody who did antenna work. He forgot to tell about the amplifier work.
Yeah, you forgot about that, but good morning, Gary. You got a good copy coming down here from Kentucky into Alabama also, KC4YCH Friday.
Well, you know, y'all are making me jealous there with some Mercuries, and I don't have I'm running barefoot. I'm not lying. That's definitely for sure, but so all these flowers are making me think I can save my money. All right, back to you guys.
Brian, I don't know that we could stand you if you put a Mercury on that station because it sounds as loud as if it had one already.
Yeah, hey, I want to send a shout out to the gentleman who is definitely doing the YouTube thing. I can't remember exactly who's got that up there, but thanks. You're doing a good job there, and I really appreciate that for sure.
Line 2.
Tim in South Dakota.
Oh, yeah, Timothy, you got a copy? That's for sure.
Oh yeah, I got a real good copy on you. You're 5.9 plus, and thank you. No, I've done this a lot for other nets, our groups, but I like this group. You know, even though I haven't been to bed yet, but that's okay. I'm retired. I get up when I feel like it. Anyway, hey, thanks for the flowers. And I'll participate more often. I'll set this up. It's pretty easy once you got it set up.
Well, I certainly do appreciate it. So KJ5DHH, we're going back to net control there, Kyle. It's all yours.
Hey, what did you retire from? What did you do?
Contact there with Tim in South Dakota. That's Brian in Deer Park, Texas. There, and Tim is running YouTube Live for us this morning. And it's called his space on YouTube. It's called Radio Brotherhood. I've already got it linked on YouTube there. So interesting station, interesting setup he's got there, and also got the hyperlink on our main window here. So you just want to hyperlink over there. You can find it pretty fast. And I'm gonna refresh that and drop that out there and let you guys see it again there. So it'll show up in about 15 or 20 seconds there. All right. Well, with that, let's see if anybody else within the group wants to make contact. Go ahead.
Contact.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Tim, you said you were retired. I was just curious as to what you retired from, KC4YC. What do you do for a living?
Well, I'm originally from California. I was born and raised in San Francisco. And when I got out of high school, I had a good friend whose father ran the San Francisco Chronicle. He was one of the bosses there. And we started there right out of high school. I worked there for 30 years. And over that 30-year period, I went from, kid learning the trade to the guy who ran the whole place. Second in command anyway. I used to be in charge of the Sunday paper, and I held that job for 15 years, 15 years out of my 30. And the funny part is since I've left there, I left there 20 years ago. And before I retired, I worked for other printing companies, but I worked for smaller shops out here in South Dakota, and I had 350 people that worked for me in San Francisco, and I had 35 to 40 people who worked for me, like in the printing company I worked for in South Dakota. And it was a whole lot easier with those 350 than it was with the 40. But I retired from the printing industry.
It's always amazed me how they could get those papers out in that length of time. Get the story in, and then get it out before the time they had to get it out. But that's amazing. Thank you. I don't know if you know my story or not. Do you?
Well, no, and I have nothing but time. I got at least an hour to go.
Everybody else has heard it 1,000 times. I'm a retired Navy deep sea diver. That's what I did for a living. I made bubbles.
Ah, yeah. I remember you saying something about that the other night. Yes, that's good. Yeah, my dad was a Navy man. He was he did 5 tours in Vietnam, running the river boats, the swift boats. So he saw his fair share during that time, but he did a little over 20 years.
Roger on that. Well, if he's still alive, I don't know if he is or not, but thank him for his service, because those river boats, I knew a bunch of those pilots, river boat captains over there, and man, they had it rough. That's a hard way to fight a war when you're being shot at. You're supposed to call in for permission to return fire. Most of them didn't, but that was their standing orders.
It's funny. Excuse me. The only funny story about my dad is they were sunbathing one day, and they started taking fire, and they all jump up, him and his partners, and he pulls up the zipper on his dungarees, got his pecker caught in the zipper. But I don't think that would get you a Purple Heart.
No, but it would cause you to have one. That's funny now, looking back at it, but no, that's not funny. It wouldn't be funny there, because in combat, you got. I can just picture that, the men firing that. Gotta get your head down and your pecker in.
Oh yeah, but no, my dad did good. He died young. He was only, God, I think he was just shy of 60 when he finally passed. But he was a victim of that Agent Orange. Too much time out in that jungle, spraying that chemical on the jungle, killed a lot of our guys. Killed them slowly. Anyway, he was a good guy, and he loved the Navy. Let me tell you, that was his thing. But when he retired, they gave him a choice of jobs, and he became a federal police officer, and he worked at the San Francisco Mint, and he worked there till the day he died.
Tim, was he a gunner's mate, an engineman, boatswain mate? What was his rank?
I believe he was a chief bosun's mate, whatever the highest bosun's mate rank is.
Well, the highest would be an E9. That'd be master chief bosun mate. That would be an E9. E7 is the chief bosun mate. I knew a bunch of them. In fact, most of our divers were bosun mates. If you've ever saw the movie Men of Honor, most of those, the black diver was a bosun mate, and the technical advisor of the movie. If you ever watch it or have watched it, on the first dive scene on the hoist, there's a guy about 6'3" or so standing off to one side in khakis. His name was Richard Redacki. He was the chief bosun mate. He was the technical advisor of that movie, and I was stationed with Ragman. That was what we called him. That's what he wanted to be. That was his nickname, was Ragman. I called him. I was stationed with him for 3 years on the USS Audubon. That was the submarine rescue ship.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm familiar with that movie, but that was Keena Cuban Jr. or something. I mean, I remember the movie, and that is a very good movie, but I don't pay too much attention to things with Robert De Niro in them anymore. That's a personal choice. Anyway, oh yeah, well, thank you for your service too. And yeah, my dad really enjoyed the Navy. He didn't like the Vietnam part of it, but he definitely liked, that was his I don't know. Well, it wasn't his last few years. He was all over the place. I mean, he was on the Ranger. He was on the Enterprise for a while. He was on an LST. He made Stars and Stripes when he was on the LST because they lost power. They were pretty much floating around. And, well, LST has booms on its, cargo ship. They rigged sails to keep that thing kind of, from just drifting away. And he got Stars and Stripes for that one. But, till the ship could get out there and help them out.
Roger. Well, the ones that lost power is what my rate was before I got into diving, and that's what I retired as a first-class boiler technician. I was a main propulsion steam boiler technician for what powered those ships off. They were steam electric. We made steam, turned the generators that made electricity to run the engines off, but they were all run by steam. And I am a retired first-class boiler technician. But I could talk to you all day about the Navy. Tim, I appreciate everything that you've done, everything you do with us on this net. I appreciate it. Looks like we got a lurker out there. I need to see if we can pick him up.
Well, let's get some more contacts in here.
Roger. K9JHR, KC4YC. You got a copy, James?
K9JHR, can you copy? Yeah, okay, Jim in Page, Florida, I got a weak copy on you this morning.
Yeah, same here, Cal. But you came up a little bit on that one.
Yeah, you did just as well there. Actually, about 2 units, just very suddenly like that. Well, good morning to you there, sir.
Yeah, good morning. How are you doing?
Yeah, doing well. Things are going well here, and got a good group in here this morning. I'm not sure how much longer HF is going to hold up. It's acting like it did yesterday morning. It may nosedive on us here real quick.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, just get my coffee in the morning and get ready to go to work here pretty soon.
Roger that. I'm barely hearing you right now, so Jim, I apologize for that. But I've got you logged in. So Winston, are you there?
Roger, I'm here, but I cannot copy him.
Okay, Jim Winston cannot resolve you well either right now. So hang in there. Let's see if it gets a little better. But if I can break with you, I need to jump to Winston real quick. Jim in Page, Florida, we got him in. Winston, I've got to check out now, so I've got to get on the work early this morning. So I'm gonna stop logging here, and you'll need to re-sign in your password there.
Contact.
I'll go ahead and pull in that one contact before I transfer login. Contact, go ahead.
This is Kilo Charlie 8 Bravo X-Ray India Bob in downtown Bridgeport, Michigan. We got about 64 degrees here today. High today is going to be about 72. Just heard you in there. Wanted to make a contact with you. Thanks for picking me up.
Yes, sir. Good morning to you there, Bob. I think this is the first time that we've talked before. First time I've logged in anyway, but I've got you logged in now. The name is Cal in Richmond, Virginia. Welcome to the Insomnia Group. This is a group of folks that get together every morning, starting early, generally around 4, but Winston got here around 2. Starting around 4 now on the average, about 6:30, another 30 minutes. It's a rag tube group. Not really a net. We just kind of transfer the microphone. Good morning to you, and welcome to the group.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate the contact for sure.
Okay, Winston, can you pick up Bobby? If you can, I'm going to hand over a net logger to you at this point.
I cannot copy him.
Okay, all right, very good. Well, I'll finish with Bob, and then I'll transfer it over to you. Okay, Bob, I was just talking with Winston. He's other person kind of helping me run that logger this morning, and unfortunately he can't hear you right now. Winston's in Montgomery, Alabama. But at any rate, I don't know how long you've been on. If you've heard anybody that you'd like to talk to at this point.
Well, I was just tuning in. Like I said, I was just cruising down here on 40 and I heard you guys chitter-chatting. I thought I'd just check in with you. I haven't never checked in before, so I'll let you carry on the net. I really appreciate you picking me up there, Cal, 100% for sure. So I'm going to turn it back over to you. This is Kilo Charlie 8 Bravo X-Ray India, back to net control, and thanks so much for picking me up. God bless.
Hey, roger that, Bob. Well, I got you checked in, and the way this works with this group here is we'll bring in people that's checking in, and then anybody that wants to make contact within the group, just call contact whenever, and we'll give you the microphone back there. So, Bob, I'm going to break with you. That's Bob in Bridgeport, Michigan. And Winston, I'm going to hand over net control to you, and I'm going to close, I'm going to stop log. I will stop logging here about 30 seconds.
I've already got it, Cal. I've already got it up on mine. I've got control. Is there anyone anywhere wishing to talk? And Cal, you be safe at ORK, and up the way, and tell Miss Tina I said good morning. The way the conditions are running, I may not run this thing more about 5 or 10 more minutes because there's too many stations that I can't hear.
Contact.
Go ahead, Don.
Hey, Cal, you have a good day today.
Hey, Don, I do appreciate that. I really do. And, yeah, it's going to be a long day, but, hey, this is what pays the bills here.
It's affirmative. You have a good one. Have it through to you.
Okay, you take care. And, hey, goodbye, everybody that's still out there. Thoroughly enjoyed the morning here. This is K4WCJ, and I'm going to be jerky.
Have a safe day, Cal. You be careful on the way to and from work. And like I said, tell Miss Tina good morning. And Mr. Don, I'm going to ask you for help on this because you got a good station this morning. You probably hear stations that I can't hear.
I can answer that. If I can.
Roger on that. You want to put out a call?
This is Kilo November 5 Echo calling for the Insomnia Group. We have a group of guys that get over here every morning between about 4 o'clock Eastern and 6:30 Eastern. And we are a chat group. We are not an organized net. If you want to come in, don't wait to be called. Do not wait to be checked in. Just call contact, and we'll recognize you as soon as possible. Is there anybody that would like to make a contact? Come ahead with your call sign phonetically, please. I don't hear a person at all.
Roger, neither do I. Is there anyone that's on the list that would like to call somebody else? If there is, go now.
Contact.
Go ahead, contact.
Hey, I'm going to try to call Bob up there in Michigan. I want to see if he's got a copy on South Dakota. But I think it was Kilo Charlie 8, Bravo Kilo India. Is that correct?
Where are you trying to call?
Bob up there in Michigan?
Go ahead. I don't see it on the list. I'm not that fast, but go ahead.
He was just talking to Cal. He may have already signed off. Anyway, this Kilo 0 Sierra Sierra Delta. Anyway, thanks a lot.
You too. Go ahead and see if you can pick him up as KC8BXI.
BHI?
Echo X-ray. Bravo X-ray India.
I gotcha. Kilo Charlie 8 Bravo X-ray India K0 SSD. Nah, he may have already left. Anyway, thanks a lot, buddy.
I appreciate you trying. KJ5DLHH, you still got a copy, Brian?
Yes, sir. I definitely got a room full of you there, Winston.
Roger on that. You want to make a call?
Yeah. Oh, that's something I need. Yeah, I'll definitely try. I have to do something with that amplifier. I keep hitting my knee on it. This is Kilo Juliet 5 Delta Hotel, calling for the Insomnia Group. Anybody out there who wishes to make contact or want to check in, please come back with your call sign slowly and phonetically. Nothing heard there, Winston.
No, I'm not hearing anything either. Is there anyone on the list that wishes to make a contact to anybody else anywhere? If you would, go ahead, make the call.
Better copy this time.
So go ahead, Norm. I got a copy on you.
I just want to say good morning to you, sir.
Well, good morning to you. Yeah, I saw you in there. You got a pretty good copy on you this morning. I think Winston has a hard time hearing you, but I definitely got a copy on you this morning.
I heard that.
I haven't had no coffee yet, that's for sure. But yeah, you're coming in a little bit on the weak side to me this morning, Norm, but I got you're definitely, I got a copy on you.
Yeah, I got a 5.8 solid copy on you. And Winston did hear you say that because he just came in there and he heard me. It's funny how he hears those comments.
I heard you a little earlier, but Cal was so quick on the trigger, I couldn't get back to you. But good morning, Norm.
Yeah, I may pick you up on the DMR here later if you swing around that way after we get off here. But yeah, well, good morning to you. I hope you have some decent weather today.
Oh, yeah. Got my canopy completely fixed yesterday, so it's all back up to where it's supposed to be, so I'm glad about that. And it was there, so it's all repaired. So now I can have it insured and for the next time. Hopefully there's not a next time.
Yeah, I was just thinking we got a little something kind of chilling up there in the Caribbean right now, so maybe you may have been a little bit premature getting that fixed. Hopefully that'll just peter out and become nothing, that's for sure. We've had enough of that. Everybody's had enough of the storms this year.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. All right, I don't want to hog it up. Just wanted to say good morning to you. It's been a couple days since I talked to you. You have a touch base, sir.
Send it back to Winston.
Roger, appreciate that. Norm, this is a rare occasion, but I can't hear you this morning. I'm glad you got that fixed. What did it entail? Did you just repair it or replace it?
Well, no. All I had to do was replace a couple of trusses and
Roger, but it did its job. It kept you and your wife safe. I'm glad of that.
Yeah, me too. You're coming in a solid 5 times plus 10 on you.
You're doing about a 5.8 up here this morning. That's unusual, but I'll take it. You want to put out a call, Norm? Good morning, Norm. Good to hear you this morning. I'm glad you got that repaired. Maybe it'll stay repaired. Maybe we won't have any more that kind of weather down that way or anywhere else. I hope so anyway. Anyone anywhere wishing to make a contact or check in, come now, please. Good morning, Sonny. I did hear you.
Yeah, I hear you too. I wasn't hearing any of you earlier. I don't hear Cal at all.
Cal just signed off. He had to go ORK earlier this morning.
Oh, okay. So what have you been doing?
Been running and helping run this since about 2:30 this morning.
Well, I was on here earlier, but I didn't hear any of it. Just no signal at all.
Right now, we've got about 22 people checked in. 60 gets you number 23.
Yeah, I don't usually want that longer stuff. I don't like it. I just don't like it.
It's good to keep up with who's there. Usually on certain things, but I do enjoy talking. I'd rather Cal runs than me, but that's a horse with a different color.
That's okay. You know, if I can't contact you on the radio, then I don't need to contact you.
You know my phone number, so you can contact me.
Yeah, sure. Might have been hanging around the yard. I did go vote. I'll tell you that. I got my vote in. What else did I do? Oh, they almost got all the water pumped out from back. I tell you, I didn't know it was as deep as it was back there, but they've been pumping for 2 weeks to get all that water. There was 4 houses underwater behind me, and when I moved here, that was a depression, and every time it would rain, the depression would fill in with water, and they went and built houses there anyway, you know? It's the almighty dollar. They don't care about the circumstances. They'll face that, I guess, when it comes. Go ahead.
Roger on that. They'll put houses anywhere. It seems like here lately, where there's a sinkhole going to be there or whatever. They don't care down there. It seems like anyway. That's one reason, Sonny, I appreciate my friends down there. I'm glad my daughter likes it down there. But, no, not coming to Florida.
I want to get out. Peggy and I tried to, but she passed away, and I don't know. I'm sold the land now. I wish I hadn't sold it, but I sold the land. I don't know how to get out of here. I just don't know how to get away.
Well, Sonny, you pack up what you can carry and put it up for sale and take off.
Well, I guess so, but boy, the cost of things nowadays, it's hard to find a place. I don't know where you're at, but here, to rent a nice apartment, it's over $2,500 a month.
Well, it's not quite that here. When I was renting this house that I'm in now, I was paying about $15, and that's about what I'm making on payments on it.
Contact.
Go ahead, Don.
Can't afford it. WA4EX, Friday. I'll let you guys get back at it. Take care. See you later, WA4EX.
Morning, Sonny.
Who is that?
It's a Don, Kilo November 5 Echo.
Oh, hey, Don. Kilo November 5 Echo. I got a good copy on you. Just for some reason.
Won't you move to Texas? We'll put you up somewhere.
I'm sorry. What was that?
I said, why don't you move to Texas? We'll put you up somewhere. I've got 15 acres here. We'll do something.
Yeah, I don't have enough income to do a lot of moving. And when Peggy passed, I lost her income. We'd already spent all of our savings. So we were just living on Social Security, and they don't even give you the last month that she was alive. Unless, she died just before payday, and they wouldn't even give me that.
That's negative to hear. But anyway, it's good to talk to you, Sonny. Do take You take that under advisement. We'll move. We'll find you a place here. So you have a good day, Sonny. This is a Kilo November 5 Echo.
I'm in Texas. Two parts of it. The eastern thing is green, and the middle is kind of dry, and then you got the mountains. So you got just about everything there, don't you?
We do, and I live in the northeast, so we've got the green part. So we're a little bit dry right now, but we're used to some rain. But come on over. We'll take care of you.
Yeah, where we went, Peggy and I, we had our son. He was 34 years old, got bit by a black widow, and the poison metastasized in his blood. And
yeah, that's bad news. Honey.
Yeah, we went. He lived in Wichita Falls, and we had to go out and settle it. What do you call it? Cremated. And we've got his. I've got now his remains here in a urn. So anyway, that's. But I've been there. Been to Wichita Falls. You know that? Have you ever been there?
I have been. Yes, I have.
Hey, did you notice how did the township happen to move away? Because there's two Wichita Falls. There's the old Wichita Falls, which is all empty buildings. It's like a deserted town, like everybody died. And then there's a new Wichita Falls outside of the town. Go ahead.
Well, that's happening a lot, isn't it? That's the way Texarkana is. Downtown is not a whole lot there, but they've moved out to near the interstate. Hey, honey, I'm going to need to share with you because it's getting close to cutoff time for the net, and Winston is in charge of it, so I'm going to check out of here with you. But you have a good day, and keep me in mind, and you have a good one. I'm going to turn it back over to Winston.
I just about lost things there at the end of it, but thanks, Don, for bringing it back. Yeah, I lived in Wichita Falls, Texas, back when I was in the 3rd grade. Daddy was stationed out there. That was back in the 50s. I was born in 46, so you can figure that was about 51. So there, but we lived out in Wichita Falls, Texas. I remember I had some good memories and not so good memories. I remember the goat-head stickers out there planted by bicycle tires.
Oh, you had them out there, too?
Oh, yeah, Wichita Falls, Texas, first place I ever saw them at. Them things were about 3 inches long. Seemed like, as an 8-year-old, it seemed that long. It may not have been, but they were planting a bicycle tire in a heartbeat.
I know my grandson was having trouble with that, and he was living in New Mexico. And every time if he got off the sidewalk, he'd blow a tire.
Yeah, I've heard of stickers, transfers before, but they call them goat heads out there, don't they, Don?
They do.
When I moved to Oklahoma after my mother died, I got up one morning to go to school, and both my bicycle tires were flat. So that's when Daddy took that fixer flat and filled them both up so they wouldn't go flat, like a ride to school.
Yeah, a lot of people are putting those no-air tires. They're all rubber, soft rubber, and you force them onto the rim, and they last forever.
Roger, but they ain't held them back in 57, 58 there, Sonny.
Yeah, but my grandson, I told him, I said, they got tires you don't have to put air in no more, and no inner tubes. I don't know if he ever did it, but we've taken and sending money to buy new tires with.
Roger, I'm going to put out a call to see if there's anyone else that wishes to talk to Sonny, Don, or anybody else on the list. If there is anyone or wants to check in, come now, please.
November 4, X-ray Romeo Papa.
November 4, X-ray.
November 4, X-ray Romeo Papa N4 XRP.
Good morning. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Man, it sounds like I ordered on for you a cup of coffee. You are loud and clear this morning.
Well, you are as well. I've been sitting here listening to you fellas talk and just wanted to wave a hand at you this morning. Over.
Well, we appreciate it. What's the handle on there before I get a chance to look it up?
Yeah, name is Don, Delta, Oscar, November. Copy. Morning, guys.
Somebody waving a hand at you.
Hello, who's this?
Whiskey America 2 India, Lima Yankee, good morning.
Good morning.
How's things going where you are?
I beg your pardon?
How's things going?
Going pretty well, waiting for the storms to get here. I just looked on my weather map, and we got some thunderstorms just west of us, a couple hundred miles headed our way. Over.
Yeah, roger. Here in Connecticut, 257 degrees, and it's going to go up to 80 degrees this afternoon, mostly sunny. And we might get some showers later on tonight, but no big storms.
Yeah, it's 67 degrees here where I live. I'm in Louisville, Kentucky. Over.
Yeah, roger, good. Very good, man. Kentucky. Yeah, Connecticut has been pretty dry. The last few days we got rain.
We haven't had any rain for the month of October so far, and it is terribly dry here. It was already dry, but then it's just been even worse as of late. Over.
Yeah, they had fire watches. I had to be careful with the fire because everything is so dry.
Contact.
Go ahead, Don.
This is Kilo November 5 Echo Don. Alpha Oscar November there in Kentucky. November 4 X-ray Romeo Papa. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You're 5'9" here in Texarkana. This is Don here. You're 5'9" in Texarkana. I just wanted to say good morning to you. Go back. I'll turn it back over to you.
Oh, I'm glad you did. Yeah, you're 5 over an S9, sounding really good, Don, this morning. Over.
Thank you, sir. Anyway, you have a good day. I know we're getting time, so I'll turn it back over to you.
Don, it comes up Kenneth D. Is it you go by your middle name?
I do. I sure do. I was a junior. I was named after my father, and to differentiate between my dad and me, my mother always called me by my middle name, which is Donovan, so she just shortened it to Don. Roger?
Roger on that. I'm glad I wasn't named after my dad. I got his middle name for my first name, but his first name was, and I guarantee you, nobody on here has ever heard of the name. Dwarnon, D-W-I-N-O-N.
Dwarnon, D-W-I-N-O-R-N?
I-O-N, D-W-I-N-O-N. It was pronounced Dwarnon.
I don't think I've ever heard that name before.
His initials were D.W. Most people couldn't pronounce his name when he was in service. He went by Sergeant D.W. Littlefield.
That's pretty cool.
But I wound up with his middle initial. Middle name is Winston, and my parents had Allen under that. So I am Winston Allen, and he was Dwarren Winston.
And where are you located?
My call sign is Kilo Charlie 4 Yankee Charlie Hotel. I'm located in Montgomery, Alabama.
Montgomery, Alabama. Been there several times. Anyway, how are things in your neck of the woods?
Dry, then it was dry, and then we're going to be dry again. We've had 2 100s the entire month of October.
Yeah, I don't even think we've had that much rain. Maybe, but I don't think it's been very, very dry here. I went out and cut grass yesterday, and the only thing I did was kick up a bunch of dust.
That's what they tell us we had. I did not have it at my house. They have, I guess, the airport picked up 2 100s around the first of the month. But where I live, it's still bone dry. I've never had a drop. Don, I appreciate you coming in. We're getting short for the rotten apple, so I'm going to get ready to sign it off. Is there anyone anywhere that wishes to make a contact before I shut down the net? Check in.
Contact.
You got a contact him. What was that person I was supposed to get on his call sign? I had my pen. I can't write. For some reason, I had my pen laid down. I couldn't get it up fast enough.
3, Mike. Are you asking me?
Now, there was a contact, and then somebody gave a call sign right ahead of it.
Well, this is Tim. I wanted to talk to Don for a second, but go ahead and get that call sign.
Go ahead and talk to Don, because we fixed to shut it down.
Hey, Don, you have a copy on K0SSD in South Dakota?
Yes, sir, I sure do. This is N4XRP.
Hey, I want to invite you to go to my YouTube channel. We've been streaming this net tonight. So if you go right to the end, you'll be very impressed on how nice your station sounds.
Oh, okay. Tell me how to do that.
Just go to YouTube and do a search for the Radio Brotherhood, and you will find one there called Insomnia Group. That should be the latest video, because we're going to be shutting it down in just a sec. But yeah, you'll be impressed on how nice your station sounds.
Well, thank you very much. You said Radio Brotherhood. Is that correct?
Roger, that is correct. Radio Brotherhood. That's my YouTube channel.
Insomnia Group, correct?
Yeah, that's the name of the video. It's the latest live video. We're going to be killing it in just a few minutes, but yeah, it'll be there, and you just come up to the very end of the stream at say. Well, let's see, it's 10:30, going on 10:30. You've been talking, say 10:20. Look at you'll see my UCT clock on the screen. Bring it up to 10:20, and you'll hear yourself.
Oh, very good. Real quick, give me your call again.
Kilo 0 Sierra Sierra Delta.
And your name?
Tango India Mike, Tim, and I'm located in South Dakota, right off the North Dakota border.
Oh, very good. Okay, Tim, nice to meet you. Great signal. You're 10 to 15 over an S9 here into Louisville, Kentucky. Over.
Oh, Roger, yeah, you are the same. And you'll be able to see the display on my 7610. You'll see your audio, everything.
Well, very cool. Well, I appreciate that very much. Yeah, I'm just running a plain old ICOM 7300, driving an AL11H and 40-meter dipole up about 30 feet.
Well, it's definitely doing the job. I got a 7300 sitting here too, but when I retired, I treated myself. Anyway, have a great one. I know he wants to shut this thing down. There's another net about to start. Anyway, you have a great one. Nice to meet you, Don. 73 K0SSD.
My pleasure, Tim. Thank you for the call. N4XRP 73.
Kilo 0 SSD. You copy Kilo 4 Delta Oscar Bravo.
Ah, Roger, go right ahead.
Just wanted to get the signal report. You're 10 over here in Virginia, Victor Alpha.
Oh, Roger. Yeah, you are just over 10-9. You're into the red. Not 10-9. Yeah, there you go.
Well, I appreciate the comeback. I'd like to log you.
Okay, give me your call real quick and I'll log you.
We've had 24 people that I've got listed. Anybody that I've missed or I hadn't got in, I apologize. But if you'll come back tomorrow, Cal and I want to get you in here. So if there's any last minutes before I turn it over to N9ZX, please go.
This is N5STK. Thank you, Winston. Thank you, Tim. N5STK, Texas.
Hey, I just need your line number and I'll log you.
Forward to talking to you again in the morning. N9ZX, are you ready to take it?
I am N9ZX here, but I think the station out in North Dakota is looking for some information still. That station out there, go ahead.
Thanks. That last station who wanted to log me, I need your line number, and I'll take you off the grid track or the logger here.
I wasn't signed in for the line, but I'm Kilo 4 Delta Oscar Bravo.
Roger. Okay. Thank you very much. We're clear. K0SSD, and I'm killing the stream.
What was that call sign? I'll go ahead and put you in.
Kilowatt 4 Delta Oscar Bravo.
Can somebody slow that down and give it to me? I'm not real good at writing down call signs. I apologize.
Kilowatt 4 Delta Bravo, no. Delta Oscar Bravo, sorry.
Ocean, Brazil.
You come back and give me the two people come in there I did not copy. I got Kilo Delta 4, is that correct?
Negative. Kilo 4. Delta Oscar Bravo.
All right, I got you that time. Kilo 4 Delta Oscar Bravo.
73, my friend. Thank you very much.
I'll get you logged in, then I'm going to turn it over to Mike. Stand by just a second. Mike, Don, Mike and I'll give it to you.